So, after a long and winding journey, you've finally arrived at the legendary city of Tektahos, a sprawling jewel of spirit and stone nestled within a sacred valley, shielded by the jagged peaks of the Crucible Mountains, the heart of the Dojin dynasty. Tektahos, a city of golden terraces, sacred canals, and divine machinations where ziggurats rise like sun-kissed altars and ancestral spirits whisper through the steam of jungle-slick courtyards. You descend into this ancient metropolis via a massive levitating stone disc elevator, riding the sanctified basalt platform as it ferried your caravan from the jungle-wrapped terraces to the valley's centre. At the heart of the city, in the valley centre, you reconnected with familiar allies at the Gilded Fang, a high-end establishment known for its discretion and grandeur, where you were reunited with Varesh, Ida, and Tuli, and also Lucia, the elegant and slightly unnerving demoness seamstress, who greeted Dejar as her beloved sister, though the name stirred only fractured echoes in Dejar's memory. The conversation quickly turned serious. You discussed the condition of Vadmir, now locked in a dangerous withering sleep, a dream state inflicted by the nightmare's lingering magic. With guidance from Tuli, the party committed to entering Vadmir's dreamscape, even as it would invariably deepen and worsen come over time. Ida and Varesh shared their progress in acquiring... Ida shared her progress in acquiring various powerful items that you had requested. However, a condition was attached. Ida secured a lead on an artifact meant for Liska, but it would require aiding a retired champion named Keslat Tlacoatl in recovering his two missing sons, lost somewhere in the depths of the Serpent Bazaar, or at least that's where they were last seen. More dire news followed. The Fiddler Six, your infamous rivals from the first battle arena in Port Morkney, had arrived, or were due to arrive in Tektahos, confirmed as one of the competing teams in the upcoming Ring of Claws, sponsored by none other than Madame Zanzil, Varesh's longtime adversary. With tensions rising and need for a sixth party member looming, Varesh offered you the use of her private guest house estate as a base of operations, and you accepted. Varesh and Ida then took you on a tour of Tektahos, from the roaring marketplaces of the various districts, the valley centre, the sacred terraces of the temple districts. They pointed out rare vendors, arcane institutions, and strategic landmarks you will likely need to navigate in the weeks to come. The Ring of Claws, sunk deep into the valley floor, loomed in the distance, a grim reminder of the trials ahead. But as noon comes to late afternoon, you find yourselves entering through gilded gates into the heart of Tektahos' commerce, the Serpent Bazaar. I'll bring you over there shortly. Where is it? Here it is.
It's okay, and I'm sure not much happened.
Well, you don't remember that dude's name and all the other shit.
Oh, Henry? The most important set piece in the game?
Yeah, that thing.
Good old Henry.
So, as you follow Ida through a carved archway, the city erupts before you in a riot of colour and noise. The Serpent Bazaar is alive. Fabrics ripple overhead like flames caught in the wind, banners snap, chimes flutter, the scent of spice, incense, roasted meat, and the flower smoke mix into a dizzying haze. Bridges shaped like curled serpents cross over jade-coloured canals where veiled barges drift slowly by. The stalls are shoulder to shoulder, stacked with everything from obsidian trinkets, jungle spices to preserved raptor skulls and feathered charms said to ward off death, so they say. Somewhere deeper in the bazaar, drums beat in slow rhythm, like the city's own heartbeat. Laughter, haggling, song, and shouting all compete for your attention. A beastmaster pulls a muzzled raptor through the crowd. Children scatter. Nearby, a noble woman reclines on a barge, sipping something deep purple beneath gauze veils, while something scaled swims silently beneath her boat. You pass vendors hawking dinosaur hide boots, bone flutes, glowing charms from the necropolis, and weapons etched with warnings. One tries to offer some of you a map to a forgotten city, probably some forged document. Another offers salted pterosaur jerky and skewered meat glazed with honeyed chili. And above it all, the dark silhouette of what Ida describes towards the northern end, towards the northern sky, as the Obsidian Spire, a monolithic structure of black glass. Arcane runes gleam faintly along its height, and strange, you notice still the strange obelisks dotting the skyline like silent sentries. Welcome to the Serpent Bazaar, Rish says. Watch your purse and try not to be too distracted by the colours.
Let's confirm who's going to look at that map to ancient city and see if it's a map to Orichalcos.
Sorry? I should just tell you off a bit there.
Liska's going to look at that map
Mm-hmm.
and see if it's a map to Orichalcos.
This appears not to be a map to Orichalcos. No,
Yeah,
it's...
no, never mind. she just keeps walking. She's like, no, fuck it.
Yeah.
Could have been good.
Worse if Shyster comes along and is like, you want the map to Orichalcos, do you? And scribbles a shittily drawn map.
Hey, she doesn't need a thinking cap. She'd realize.
Yeah. So,
High intelligence will let you know that, the topography of this map doesn't match what is expected. High wisdom will let you know, no, that's just fucking bullshit.
yeah, I mean, with a passive insight check of actually, what is your passive insight right now?
Oh, for Liska, it's 16.
Okay. Yeah, there's something about this that isn't quite right. Something throws you off.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many lost cities in a place like this with so much jungle. You just have to make sure it's not the lost city you want.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
Fucking it down. Sorry, I got distracted by the rain outside.
Nice. Who has the group storage?
Everyone, technically. If you mean tangibly in reality, it's more of a esoteric, theoretical.
All right,
space.
so I don't have to talk to anyone specific.
No.
No.
Cool.
No.
Then
Just,
while we're all
like,
kind of
hey, I'm
together,
gonna take this out so we know where it is.
while we're all kind of together, Angus is gonna say, thanks for your help crafting up those ingots, Dejar. Very useful. But I think they could use some flair. Would anyone oppose to me taking some of the rune gold outside of our little group here? I want to make and peddle something.
No problem with me. It's what it's there for.
Cool. As long as you keep accurate account.
I want to be
Right, that's
using
a
it.
plan. Does anyone have any plans to use any of it, actually? Or know how?
I finished getting my tools, doing crafting. I want to have a bar to
Okay,
make a ring.
I might
very well.
use some later, but if I need some, I'll literally go ask the best person to make it.
I might need an ingot at some point.
Last, they don't have anyone here who can anymore.
So I was just giving
Oh.
Angus a look.
Thank you. Right. Resh is with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's currently sort of leading this procession through the marketplace. You can see a crowd sort of parting for your caravan, if you will. She's pointing out various stalls of interest that you might come back to later. Various sort of landmarks off in the distance.
Where would you say you would find the most important, influential, wealthiest people?
Well, the wealthiest people would be in Atl Maheta, my home district. You mean?
Aha!
I believe we have just passed that about an hour ago.
So she's scratching his chin. Alright. I
I
plan to put on a bit of a demonstration, you see.
Oh,
You might be a wee bit busier, but I think you'll be happy to be so. I'm gonna do something as he holds his hands up. Flashy.
This is all well and good, but flashy how?
Great magics in the middle of the city, creating no longer available rune gold trinkets. You know, things I like to do. Also, bidding. So I hope you're good with numbers.
Flashy magic, bidding. You know,
Raising awareness for our cause, so to say.
I
And
believe,
a little extra coin on the side.
the best place to probably get a lot of eyes would be near one of these. Well, no, I will show you. With that, she kind of she continues the tour for now, but she's keeping an eye out for any specific location that might help you in your endeavour here. Pointing out various locations here and there. The stone itself seems to pave way to a more sort of fossil-lined path. Actually, let me go ahead and just stick you all on the city map. I will also make the Serpent Bazaar vendor visible for you all.
Hooray! Another merchant to
Bazaar.
buy.
Means
Bazaar,
selling
the
merchants.
bazaar.
Let's see. As the roar of the market kind of fades behind you briefly, to the south you see a low, broad structure that sort of crouches like a waiting predator. Its roof tiles shimmer red beneath the sun, and a path of rib-like bone leads to its doors, each one carved with names. Above the entrance, the massive skull of some long-dead titan glares down, and the enormous stairs leading up to it are bisected by a massive bestial spine of some long-dead monolithic creature. As it's explained by Varesh, this is the Tektahos Lodge of the Hunter's Keep. second largest lodge in the world, known for tracking the deadliest beasts of the Tanzan wilds and the Ioshan rainforest. Not a place for tourists. As the tour goes on, she guides you through the quieter veins of the market, where the curious and extraordinary live side by side. She describes each of the 4 points of interest here in detail, but for brevity, I'll only dedicate a short paragraph to each, essentially. The first is the Whispering Hollow, which is nestled beneath a banyan tree in the northern gardens. This shaded grove belongs to Enchantress Tazoma, who crafts staves and wands from soulbound wood. The air here feels hushed, reverent. In particular, her goods are mainly bartered for rare organic offerings, never just coin alone. There's also Achanari's Grove. Toward the southern garden sits a stall woven into the roots of a massive fig tree. Achanari herself brews salves and tinctures unlike most you've seen, said to cure poisons no one else can name. And her companion, a massive sloth named Karga, watches visitors with this sleepy judgment. The third is called the Bloodied Hide. That's this tang of tanning smoke leads you to Tlequana's forge stall, where she works beast hide into battle-ready armor. A Tyrannosaurus's jawbone hangs above her canopy, and she's sharp-tongued, scornful of boastful hunters, but the quality of her work is unmistakable. And finally, tucked off the central lane in a violet-lit courtyard, Lucia's Boutique. Lucia's Tassels and Tapestries offers robes, finery, and clothing that blends function with elegance. Her clientele includes nobles and duelists alike, and her eye for detail is as piercing as her needle. Lucia, what do you say as the group veers near this location?
Oh fuck.
Are you
self-promote.
even there?
You are not currently. I think you're still with the party. Currently, your assistant has taken over for the meantime while you are out.
Oh, I thought I went back home. Sure. So it's kind of like nestled in a little alcove right beside this this winding river, I think called the Twin Serpents River, just outside of the shop. Am I right in saying that, Jatter?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
the
currently
Twin Serpents or the Coiling Sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's currently nestled outside of one of these one of the Serpent Gardens, which is a sort of public area where the canals sort of veer into to create this very serene atmosphere. Gilded floors, gilded tiles. It's a very serene park.
Yeah.
That's a very serene
It's,
atmosphere outside of Lucy's.
Slightly away from the major like hustle and bustle of the Serpent's Bazaar, but definitely close enough to the district. It's kind of in its own kind of space amidst all like the water and whatnot. It's all very floral. It's got plenty of great plants and trees outside, almost like a garden in its own right. It's very serene atmosphere.
Beautiful.
And outside of the store as well, you see like large, intricate hanging tapestries that are all like intricately woven, full of color, bright golds and reds and blues. Colors of both Banzala and just of general Tahosian nature.
All right. Paresh also says, now, the best place, Angus, that we can do this is probably outside of one of the winged gardens. You'll see these gardens as we go. They're called, most do call them the winged gardens. Most are quiet spots, part shrine, part green refuge. You'll also notice that 3 are attended by a druid of some note. Powerful folk, mostly harmless, and they will usually help if approached with the right respect. I think they'll probably be about here right now. And she kind of sighs for a moment. All except one. She kind of lifts a hand towards... Oh.
He's just gonna like recognize that, all except one. That troubled child.
Yes, she kind of lifts a hand towards, as you're passing, this southern terrace where oh, hang on. It wouldn't be here, it would be here actually. Right near the central plaza. Where you can see there's a small gathering of Gawkers that's forming here. And you can see, like, as you pass the crowd, just between the crowd, you can see this enormous clay pot. And she lifts up hand and points. That would be Raugul Titlitepe's garden. Don't mind the ceramic pot, if you notice it. He lives in it. And no, I don't know why.
He lives in a giant pot.
Yes. And even from here, you can faintly hear the sound of a deep, gruff voice railing against something, probably silk imports or maybe someone's hat. He's a druid, a philosopher of sorts, a summoner of famous beast spirits, and a very loud man.
I see more soul in the eyes of a dying wolf than your coin slick hands. At least the wolf has the honor to die for the pack.
Yes, that's him.
His kind of head looks at him a little bit. Are all druids so fiery?
Well, no.
I don't remember the little apple bottom one being so loud.
Not quite. He is quite the exception. He spends most of his days berating anyone who looks like they've ever held a coin or brushed their hair. Supposedly, he's some sort of spiritual authority from Zekotl. Personally, I think he's more a crackpot than a priest at this point.
Does he have real divine power? His neck craned as he keeps the caravan going.
I do not know. I mean, from what I hear, he used to be respected. Probably still is in some circles.
A fall from grace. Well, I don't know if he's the kind of person I want. I'm looking for someone with influence. I need
You
to
there,
set
short
something up.
one. Does your belly jiggle with divine purpose or just gravy?
Jar is just all snorts, trying not to laugh.
He's going to toot as he stops the steam hammer. And he kind of...
Don't engage him, don't engage him. Why are you engaging him?
He's going to get up and he's going to jiggle it and then rip open his little casual clothes and reveal the giant ruby dragon tattoo. A bit of both!
Well, at least you have the decency to look me in the eye. Everybody else just cast their eyes down in shame.
You hear...
Well, I have no choice but to look up, lad.
You hear a small gathering of presumably his supporters sort of sat around him in this concentric circle as he's busy just sort of lecturing to them from his pot. They all kind of look around towards you, Angus.
Tell me, Does your garden smell of manure because it grows insightful thoughts, or have you simply forgotten to clean your chamber pot?
Crosses his arms. That's a good one.
Prodigy, who do we see here? What does this person look like in his massive ceramic pot?
For a guy that's living out of a pot, he's surprisingly well built, more like an athlete than just some guy who sits on the side of the street. He's clearly eating well. He's not just some common beggar. Wild hair, clothes made only from fur, and however, adorned in several bracelets and like earrings and stuff made of gold and jewels.
Varesh kind of turns to everyone else. Well, I suppose you haven't truly visited Tektaros until Raul'Ghul's accused your soul of betraying the jungle to colonial linens.
Rash, of all things to debate a dwarf on, the belly is... Well,
Angus is in the middle of doing that gyrating thing with his belly, making the dragon dance.
she just gestures and, like, cue my point.
Just
Actively try not to laugh.
Just
anymore.
don't let him trap you in a debate about spiritual merit versus I don't know, financial influence. We'll be here for 6 hours.
I see you there, perfumed and adorned in gold.
Oh no!
What beast do you feed with your vanities? It's not your spirit, I assure you.
Just ignore him. Just ignore him. I'm not paying attention.
I get the feeling it isn't like.
Are we gonna get a Diogenes in our party? Because I'm down
Raptor
for it.
Diogenes.
Yeah.
Diogenes.
Diogenes, if he could also turn into a T-Rex.
Someone's caught on.
The cooler Diogenes.
It's like Liska, like Zerth immediately perked up as soon as Angus got insulted, because he's just like, "Oh, it's true. He called you out rightfully." But also, Liska's curious about guy who lives in pot. She's just like Diogenes, or like I'm calling him Diogenes. Homeboy
Raul'Ghul
is like
Raul'Ghul
yeah,
Tickletepe. I'll stick it
Rao
as
is fine.
okay.
Good tagliatelle, got it.
Yeah, it's talking about like
Technically.
people not looking him in the eyes, and Liska's standing there 10 foot something, and just like wondering, like, does he look other people in the eyes? Like, where do you look when you look at people, Potman?
He looks all the way up.
As this guy pushes through the crowd.
By the spirits, you look like you could kill with your bare hands. Most people only kill here with their coin. There's truth in that, even if it's a filthy truth.
Liska looks at her hands, which are admittedly enormous, and just be like, yeah, I mean, you are correct. I have killed with my bare hands before.
Well, have a seat. My sermon is only just beginning. And he's gonna push a little bowl full of copper coins out in front of him.
Liska's gonna like thoroughly amused, if only like someone sitting in a crowd with a heckler comic is gonna sit down and she's going to toss a gold coin in.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. He doesn't say that. That was me.
Yeah, it's like, you amuse me. Like, you amuse me, Potman.
I like your words, funny man.
You toss a gold coin in, and I think, Jenner, is it time for him to recognize who these people are, or should I wait?
It slowly dawns upon you that these are indeed the Hammerstrike that you've heard so much about. Posters just slattered across various places in the Serpent Bazaar. Namely, this various stylized images of some giant blue-horned woman, a sort of red and white wrapped soldier looking individual with this bright glowing sword, a squat dwarven gentleman with his hammer held up high. This is indeed the hammer strike.
Oh god. And he's been insulting them. Perfect.
I'm
least one
curious
likes
what
you.
he thinks of them, considering like Varesh has been boasting our exploits all around the city, and he's probably had to listen to this bougie gal fucking run her mouth about us the entire time.
Ah, yes, pride bought my coin. And on the notion of the coin ball being pushed forward and the gold coin being tossed in, Angus is going to snap back at him. For one who takes pride in pushing away the wealth and frivolities of others, how funny you depend on their charity instead of generating your own wealth.
Angus, don't encourage him. Please.
I'm not encouraging
Oh,
him,
he's
I'm
done it.
insulting him.
It's done.
Insulting him is
It's
encouraging.
no, you don't understand. Instantly, pride gone. He's gonna cast himself down from the pot. Wait, please forgive me. You're the famous hammer strike. I've been looking for you.
Why?
Please, I heard you took on Zanzil. Or that's her name, right? Madame Zanzil.
Yes.
Madam Zanzil.
Yes.
I don't think we call her Madam like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I hear you're enemies of Zanzil. Please, let me join you in the arena of claws.
What?
Why?
Yeah, Liska's just gonna kind of give him a very appraising look. How does it? I mean, obviously he looks badass astride a giant raptor, but like, how does he look in general?
He's kind of short, ratty, messy hair. Like I said, he's built like an athlete.
Can you fight?
I have the Perhaps I am only a respectable fighter, but I have all the spirits at my command. I think at this point, an eagle would probably fly down and, like, roost on the pot.
And
Kinda crosses
that
the
very
line.
same eagle,
Spirits?
Yeah.
that very same eagle that that some of you noticed earlier during their tour in the city.
Liska's going to, at the mention of spirits, her attention sharpens a bit, and can she, like with her connection with Boar, can she like see if what he's saying is kind of true? Like, does he have a strong connection with like the spirits? Because it seems like he's not talking about the ghosts and the like religious undeath that's around here. He's talking about something else, right?
I'll say either make me a religion check or an insight check with advantage.
I'll do insight with advantage. Hold for advantage.
24.
24.
Invisible? It's not
There
there.
is definitely some power to him. There is some truth to what he's saying. Though, from what you gather, the connection that he has with the spirits is not from the pantheon of the wild in nature. It's certainly something else.
And you make these spirits fight for you?
I don't make them fight for me. They do because I ask.
And Liska's gonna turn around and look at the groups like with kind of a shrug of her shoulders and a look of just like, do we want to entertain this?
Why?
He has been entertained.
Why are you so eager to join up with us? The Ring of Claws ain't something so simple. It's dangerous and deadly, from what we've been told.
Zanzil is a
We're
fool.
surrounded by rich people.
Precisely. Zanzil has taken something very dear to me. I want it back. I don't know why I went Scottish.
That ain't rocket, dude. Medvac. And do you think joining us will get you that stolen thing back?
No, perhaps not, but at least I can throw it in her face.
So you want to steal it just so you can throw it back at her?
Zanzil is not worthy of what she has taken from me. And I aim to prove it true by being part of the team that destroys her team of false champions.
Is this something physical or personal?
It's more personal in nature.
Yeah, Vel's gonna sort of turn ahead to Varesh, who's, probably not keen on this whole conversation. Just goes,
You can see she's
well,
sort
we
of.
were needing a sixth.
You can see she's sort of pinching the brow of her nose. You're not seriously proposing this to me, are you?
Do you know any other last-minute fighters? I mean, you probably want to do a bit of sparring with him to see if he's up to snuff, but...
I mean, maybe, but that is Raul Ghul Titletepe. He is the city fool, if you could call him that. We'll be the laughing stock.
Now just leans into Varesh. Yes, but consider this. If the fool beats every other team, what does that make them?
And think of this angle. If you take the fool off of the street and turn him into a champion fighter, one to shame your rival, then that speaks more of your talents as a manager and handler than of simple as raw talent.
You notice that at the prospect of shaming her rival,
Spite. It's a hell of a drug. One is
There's
very well
this-
accustomed with.
there's this thoughtful look and a very long pause as she kind of looks. She looks at Raul Ghul from a distance, from sort of back at the caravan. I'm going to need to see what he does first.
That is entirely understandable. I want to see what he does too. But currently, I like him.
He's entertaining.
Rao's gonna. Oops, I am typing his party.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
'cause
drag
you don't have
yourself on,
tokens.
otherwise they'll treat you.
Oh, okay. Rao shoots an angry look back at his
There you
familiar. DeSoto, you lazy bird! Why didn't you tell me Hammersmith was coming, or Hammerstrike was coming?
Hammer's. Ah, it's close enough.
Yeah.
He's flustered. It's okay. He's starstruck apparently.
Oh, you
Please.
wield spirits, do you?
Even if
Does
you
your
don't let me fight.
dirt-stained hand hold them as weapons and tools, or something else? As he looks to your bird, but
The
you
spirits-
just insulted.
The spirits are my closest companions. I didn't bind them by any force or spell. I bound them with favors. They serve me because they want to.
He crosses his arms and gives you a very stern look, but then cue Rock the Brock Johnson is the one eyebrow raises and he leans forward.
Could I summon one for the party to show them kind of what his magic does?
Sure. What would you like to summon?
And
As you do so, I'd like to insight those words.
yeah,
go ahead.
I will summon his first and closest companion, a jaguar spirit. Where'd my character sheet go?
How does this look? I think you can just double click your token and it will open your character sheet.
It did. Let's see here. Where is the spell? Yep, here we go. Summon beast land. I'll give him a 4th level spell slot.
All right.
He conjures forth a spectral, almost astral-looking, what are they called? Jaguar matron.
Very nice. And this, so, like, how does this magic look?
I guess the beast would just materialize near him, almost like it's conjured from smoke.
The entire crowd gasps, and some of them take a step back. Even your various followers, if you could call them that, sort of shuffle back to make room for this jaguar spirit that's suddenly apparated here in the middle of the thoroughfare. It gives a growl and sort of stretches out its hind legs and back to its front. shakes his head.
This is my oldest companion. She came to me in my childhood and saved me from death. I'd imagine that the name spirits would have, even though he's conjuring them and it's his spell, I'd imagine they'd have some kind of agency.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
Unless
I guess
you,
they can
like,
insight that.
Unless you actively like tell them to do something.
Yeah. So you can examine that however you want, Atlas or Angus.
24. Now, story. Is this a creature or the creature?
The essence of the creature. The jaguar cub that came to me gave its life to protect me. This spirit is what was left. And it's no longer a cub because it's matured alongside me as my own spiritual powers grew. She is the chief of all the animal spirits I command.
The jar.
Yes.
When someone summons a creature, say with any other summon beasting spell, do they normally pick a specific creature? Or isn't it just one of the like?
Well, that depends. If you had, I wouldn't say borrowed power from Zala, it would pick you, more or less. Or like a scholar like me, you would coax it. It's very fickle. They're like creatures of their own mind, but you have to entice them, in a sense.
Would it be
Jaguar.
the same entity? Or just the concept of that thing?
If it's a spirit, it seems to be this, I would say the same entity. But if it's
I'm not saying
like sort of-
spirit. I'm saying if you, one of your arcane sorceress types, were to. And he's trying to judge whether or not this is legitimate.
Actually, he
Would
gets
you
off
pull
kinda-
the same creature every time? Or would it just be a creature subservient?
I would pull the same creature every time, the one that is quote unquote bound to me. Like, we make a silent contract.
I mean, ain't it the same as when you ask your kin for help, Angus? If it's all spirits, then
Aye. When it's divine, typically it's a single entity.
Well, there's a lot of things in this world that's even those of the science group and of mages have yet to be fully explained. We only scratched the surface, sadly.
I think we're glossing over something mentioned.
Hmm?
You mentioned it was a cub. By
What's wrong with
gesturing
me?
gesturing to the spirit in question. When a spirit normally passes, it doesn't grow, and yet
He also said that it grew beside him.
Azrai has matured beside me. We are tethered, bound together, in ways that normal summoners aren't.
and how did you get these powers?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I was bleeding out, alone in that forest at the hands of a poacher. When I came to, I was in a healer's hut, and the spirit had already bonded to me. I was alive. It was the first encounter that set me upon this path.
Tanner, I'm gonna look at
The
that.
earring.
that
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna look at the jaguar and at Raoul,
Mm-hmm.
and think if my suspicions of that's problem magic.
Yeah, we
Something
can
else.
go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Zerth at this point in time, while the check's happening, it's gonna look at Angus like, Angus, arcane practitioners usually have familiars, and they summon the same familiars, which in essence could be a spirit all the time. Maybe it is just a
That's true.
spiritual familiar. Though he says he has many.
True. He's currently also got he's got 2 familiars at the moment, I guess, which would be uncommon for most arcane casters.
And with Dejarno.
Oh, I'll say this is oh, definitely this is deeply primal magic. It's very much tied, what you can only presume, to the Spirit Grove, and likely as an extension, the Eternal Hunting Grounds. Probably a similar place from where magic from the Pantheon of the Wild is drawn from. Yet this this power is drawn not from worship of the Pantheon of the Wild, but likely worship of a different kind.
As this guy is looking at both Raoul and Jaguar, the connection is very. How it's very old. Something similar to Liska's, but not quite. Like it branched off, hid off somewhere. It's very interesting. And as he looks to Jaguar, he looks to his pot and mentioning of a. Was it a hawk or was it an eagle?
It's an eagle. Oops.
Looks at the eagle. 2 at the same time? That's unheard of for even a mage of my skill, but anything's possible. Did the bird come after the jaguar, or did you just get him recently?
It was not until much further on in my journey did I find Desoda. I had only just learned how to conjure creatures by ritual and incense when he came to me. He is my, albeit lazy, spiritual tutor. He's what allowed me to conjure more spirits. And in fact, it is one of these spirits that Zanzil had absconded from me. Months I spent scouring the wilds. What was the exact word? I scoured the wilds for this spirit. And just before I had bonded with it, I found it gone, missing, only to find out later that it had been Zanzil that had adopted it. She doesn't deserve it. She sent her acolytes into the forest to find it for her. She never stepped foot into the wilds, never dirtied her feet, never dirtied her hands. Shameful.
And you're saying that since you asked these spirits to help you, did she really steal it, or did the spirit choose to go with?
As long as Zanzil is involved, steal is far more likely. I doubt she's ever even had a conversation with the spirit she stole. She does bind spirits against their will.
Like I said earlier, about him, that spirits can be coaxed, also be trapped. Not hard.
Well, if you're up to snuff on the field, then I think we got a good strong case for bringing you on board. I'm so tempted just to say, let's throw him at Liska, but that's cruel. Let's trial by fire.
We could.
Yo, fuck it. I'm just gonna take a moment and just glance at Liska like, how about we throw you at our wall and see if you can handle it.
Wait, not here. Please, for the love of the gods, not here. Look.
Liska slowly removes her hand from her spear. Just like,
If we are
Guards are already backed up.
if we are doing this, my estate has quite an open garden that you can use as a training ground if need be.
What? You don't want to make a bit of a spectacle?
I'm guessing here in the Serpent Bazaar that
There isn't enough
Is it-
room in this tiny corridor for the likes of our battles.
yeah, Zerth is also gonna say it was like, hey, and it might not do well in case he is not as capable of having the hammer strike beat up a homeless man.
I'm not
My-
homeless. This is just where.
fair.
This is just my altar. I have a grove. We could fight in my grove if you like. It's the perfect sparring ground,
That could work, sure.
and it's like right down the street. So
Well, there we go then.
It's like the inside of this pot is my altar. What are you talking about?
Come through my magical Narnia door.
I don't know. I don't know if the spell grove can do that.
Oh, I mean, I would imagine you've already sort of set up your grove here in one of the winged gardens. So you've sort of stationed your pot outside the outskirts of it. I'll bring up the map again, just so I can give you a visual. Where is it? Here we go. Tectaho's map.
Are you talking about the spell Druid Grove?
Yeah. I don't know how long he's been stationed here, but if he's been here a year, it would be a permanent grove.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can definitely see him having been here for a year. So you see, each of these each of these gardens, or each of these sort of forested areas here, are called the Winged Gardens. And like I said, about 3 out of 4 of them are sort of taken up by 3 powerful druids. Raugul being one of them, Achinari being another, Tazoma being the third. 1, 2, 3. So this will be Raoul Ghul's grove, and I imagine he's sort of stationed just on the outskirts on his pot. So I don't actually have a map for your grove, but
That's okay.
theatre of the mind.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, do we
There you
question
go.
if we're doing like the showing what you can do? Do we want to actually make it like a mock combat, or do we want to just narrate it?
It's your choice.
Dealer's
Fighter,
choice.
what do you
I mean,
You guys-
Liska's down for, or I'm down for whatever, but I understand if we don't want to drag out like a single mano a mano combat.
It would last a while.
Well, above
Yeah,
table,
I'm
I
gonna
think we're gonna bring
favor-
him on board anyways. But what we can do after the session, mock combat,
Sure.
I will
test
say
some of his
this.
stuff, and see what he actually does, and we can, as a group, know what he does more better.
I will say this, like, we can make it a showcase of what your abilities are, and not go full, math combat.
That's true.
On it.
I'm actually down for that. Just having like
Narrative
just like
battle.
go through what spells he has, just so we can see kind of what he do.
I think. Well, his opening move is going to be Polymorph T-Rex, so that's the
course.
combat.
Of course.
A strong opener.
Nice.
So, do you want to sort of roleplay out this combat within his grove?
I mean, we can. Liska's fought a T-Rex before.
All right.
She
So-
has the parts in her bag to prove it.
As you make your way into Raoul Ghul's grove, what does it look like?
Does he have any acolytes? Even if it's just like 1 or 2 people that hang around.
I would imagine like of his followers, there's probably like 1 or 2 that he probably most deeply trusts. to sort of help tend his grove.
So yeah, if he's got a couple acolytes, they're probably maintaining it with like druidcraft and keeping the balance of plants in order, not letting one species supersede the other, so that everything can live in a sort of balance. It would look like, I think to the outsider, it probably would look like an overgrown meadow, or perhaps an overgrown clearing. Someone who's a little more trained would notice that none of the plants have overgrown each other. They're all being kept in a balance. At the center would be a large lay spike, or probably like a big stone stuck in the ground to help channel energy or magic or whatever it is that this world uses.
Yeah, this world's magic tends to come from things called ley lines. They are massive, like crystalline formations that kind of span under the crust of the world, like branches of a tree.
Yeah, I imagine since he's kind of an up-and-coming druid, he's not exactly like an archdruid. He doesn't have a lot of money or power in Tech-the-House. He's probably got like a tiny little trickle ley line under him, just like a little tiny, the very end of an offshoot. Not a prime spot, but it's good enough for one person and a couple acolytes.
Yeah, I mean, there are things called ley stones that can be used as a resource. They're like chipped off little parts of the ley of the ley lines themselves, often used in crafting or like as a power source. You can probably have one of those kind of jammed in the center of this this altar.
Cool.
Well, should this clearing be big enough?
Like, this guy looks around, it's like, yeah, this is fine. I do not know what you will be doing, so yes. It is room enough for me to swing.
I'm gonna step probably like 15 paces away from Liska, and then before turning around, are you sure you're ready for this?
Duh.
Very well. Acolytes, if you could evacuate, please.
They both nod quietly to you and begin to and just hurry their way out from the grove where you came.
Well, it's
Though-
gonna get real.
Though you might be challenging me, I fear this may be your trial.
This is just calmly nods. She's seen some shit.
All right. He's gonna, with one hand, raise the sky and another hand clutching like a big bone necklace. He's gonna almost like pray to the sky. Dumisani, I conjure your spirit. I am your willing supplicant. But please have mercy on this challenger. And with that, polymorph T-Rex.
Bam.
As he enters with a roar. This is bright red Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Bright green.
Hang on.
Use your imagination.
Hang on.
It wouldn't.
No, I know Jenner has a red one somewhere.
Yeah.
This thing would have some history. I don't know if anyone has good regional lore, but it's not just
We're
a
filthy
T-Rex.
foreigners, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Maybe Zerth. It depends.
Maybe they're-
You know what? I'll let Tishar do it.
Zerth will
History.
try. Nope.
Let's go.
Nerd.
It's not just a T-Rex, it is a T-Rex spirit. Dumisani meaning praise. It was the king of the Tahitian plains, an uncontested beast. It's actually adorned in jewels and bones and trophies, and has a crown of its own. It once had worshippers, acolytes.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Speaking of crown, let's give it a crown there. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Look, it's got a saddle, this guy. New mount.
Liska's like, yes.
Do it.
Like, oh, it's
That would be one hell of a subjugation.
All right. Are we gonna have some back and forth? I guess do some initiative things, or is this still?
I guess take turns describing and the sort of things you would do.
It's mock combat.
Yeah, I think Mark, I don't think we have to go in full roles and everything, but just like, yes and freeform roleplay. He would do this and that.
Yeah, why not?
Rather than just rolling dice, what does an attack look like from Rao, and how does Liska respond?
Roll in response.
I definitely think
There-
Liska's. Well, sorry. I definitely think Liska's going to see it happen. Be like, it's like, oh, so you can do what the Jar does. Okay. Pothman, do you know the issue with this thing that you have done? And she's gonna kind of like move forward, like with shield raised. Like the thing is that since it is magical in nature, a few good hits can make it fall. And she's gonna kind of go forward and do like a few feints, not actually a straight up attack, but just kind of like provoking with her glaive.
That would probably work. There is no Rao in this fighter. This is the tyrannical spirit of a T-Rex. It's going to fight all in, no intelligence, all might, fighting the only way it knows how.
Alright. Yeah. So
So
I
if-
imagine
if-
there's a lot of big old chomps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Liska, who has fought a few T-Rexes in her time, even killed a big mutated one, is very much kind of used to the threat of attack. She'll like dodge, bash aside, kind of do more feints, just get a general feel for the like. Does she feel that the T-Rex is attacking on instinct, that there's no intelligence behind it? Like a passive 16 insight?
Probably. This thing has like 0 deception, so I think anyone who's a skilled like warrior would probably see through it. It's setting up. Its assault is actually setting up a feint. It usually, I think it would probably attack full on, and then if it's not working, it's gonna throw in the feint and then a hip check, which I imagine probably throws a lot of people off for if they're thinking of full frontal assault.
Yeah, Liska will definitely see that. Probably like move. She sees it coming and like takes the full brunt, and then there's like a. Hold on, real quick, Sable. Do the anchors, can those do a reaction, or do those have to be set immediately?
They have to be set
Beforehand.
with an action component. It should say in the armor blurb, but I can double check for you if you like.
That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Liska will. I think she. Oh, that's what it was. I have something else that also helps with it. And. Yeah, she like there's a gets hip checked, and then there's a kind of a flash underneath her armor, like specifically on the arm that's holding her shield, and she doesn't seem to. A hip check that would probably send most people, particularly even someone of Liska size flying, kind of. She seems to take the full brunt of it, and there's a moment where the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, and she's going to kind of look up at Potman, and say, what's she wouldn't necessarily know the best way to do this, but she's going to raise up a hand, and there's a flash of fire on her finger, and she's going to ring out a command, unchange. And she casts the command spell against the wisdom of a T-Rex.
All right, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, Raoul.
Very good. Sorry, I gotta remember how to use these sheets. here we go. Wow!
That would be
That's incredible.
That's a check.
Oh, it would still be incredibly low, though.
Okay.
I rolled
for
a 2.
So you DM rolling? It didn't pop up on my screen.
Oh yeah,
there it is.
You might be set to private roll.
Oh, I am. Yeah, let me turn that off. Let's see.
So unchange. Okay. It's just changing back forms, right?
Yeah, that's the most logical conclusion to what she's asked,
Sure.
or what she's commanded at least.
So with that, you feel this compulsion in your mind, Raugul, as feral as you as feral as this beast is. The influence it has over you wanes as you change. You effectively change back into Raugul.
You've cowed the great Dumisani. You are quite the cunning warrior.
I've had my fair share of bouts with magic users, and she looks over her shoulder at Dejar. Like, it is a cunning strategy, and very powerful for those that are caught unawares, but within the Ring of Claws, you will be fighting many people, while maybe not as good as me, close to my caliber. Do you have anything else that you can do that might change the tide of battle in our favor?
Well, are we still? Is there still like? Are we still circling each other in like a combat stance? Or are we kind of giving it?
Oh yeah, I'm
Guardian
sure.
Cell?
Yeah.
I have many more forms that I can call on, and many spirits to call to our aid. If need be, I can make the stars rain down from the sky and destroy the arena itself. Should it be only tough enough to withhold the magic.
Liska's gonna kind of like get a look on her face, like, while that piques her interest, but then she's just like, no, we probably shouldn't destroy it.
Yeah, I don't really want to destroy this grove to prove my point either.
That as well. And judging by the look of this grove and that you command it, I imagine you are a druid by nature?
That is what they would label me as.
So you can command the earth itself and the beasts and the plants that go along with it to come to your aid, yes?
Yes. I can call the spirits to our aid. I can undo wounds. I can make the earth swallow our enemies whole. I can command the winds into a maelstrom. Even draw the wrath of the sun itself.
Liska just kind of stands out of her battle stance, just kind of like putting the butt of her glaive on the ground, just like, okay. And she's gonna look over to the party, it's like, he seems capable enough to me.
Well, you got Liska's recommendation, so I'm gonna turn to Varesh. That enough for you?
Where she's just standing there, wide-eyed. She came in after you, right as Raugul and Liska were facing off T-Rex to mountain folk. She kind of stands there, wide-eyed. I think that will suffice. How would you like to stay at my guest house with the rest of the Hammerstrike?
In that opulent palace, the one that rejects the wisdom of the earth? No thanks. I'm most comfortable here in my own grove.
There's a,
Get bent.
There is a visible kind of relief from Varesh.
That's funny.
Well, I suppose that settles it then. Rahul shall be our sixth for the arena.
There we go. Not bad for someone who spends all day on the pot.
Yeah. Nice.
Not even a titter. Fuck you. I've been holding on to that all for like the last half hour.
Did you not hear Liska chuckle
I
and
know,
say
I know.
nice? I was gonna say yeah.
I didn't.
I got that. I got that.
Suppose after my rounds of insults, I had that coming. I can only thank you for the opportunity. Zanzil will not know what's hit her.
You started your insults at a dwarf. I'm
That was
just saying.
Well, that's a normal greeting.
Exactly.
I like him. He
He's a
summons
very
real
interesting
spirits. He's got a real spine. He has a real stench to him. Yep, this is a man who does his own work.
Right. Well, Potman, meet us, I guess, at the arena before on the morning of the Ring of Claws.
Jean-Miss Mazka will be in touch.
Perhaps you would prefer to stay here in the grove. It's the preparation before battle is most important. I have many spells that could boon our endeavors that day. Like perhaps a hero's feast.
Good one.
looks at Dingus. I appreciate the offer, but I have some place to go. To talk to. Like, also looks to Angus. And something to do.
The arena.
Yeah, I did need to go do something a little spirit related and make a fuss in the middle of town. Drive a little bit of anxiety and panic into the rich and powerful. No offense, it's for your benefit, as he looks to Rush.
I understand. Rao, I should have you know that the Ring of Claws is not for a few days now. But if you want to hang out with the Hammer Strike, you are more than welcome to. You get acquainted.
Of course, you'll want my wisdom in the days coming before the battle. There's many things I can yet teach.
Well, we all like to keep busy, so don't feel too offended if some of us don't have the time.
I might come and talk to you a bit. I'm curious.
I'll be around.
When you say heroes feast. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Go on, Spice.
No, she says I'll be around the bazaar, so if you see me, we can chat later.
Of course, I welcome the company here in the Grove. We don't get very many outsiders this far in. Most people only stop at the pot and no farther.
Well, it is a very distracting sight when you are sitting in it and hurling insults to people.
I'm only teaching them. If my words are so cutting, then perhaps it's closer to the truth than they want to admit.
True, but you have to realize nobody wants to be cut.
Of course no one wants to be cut, but it makes your skin thick. Isn't that what we should all have?
True,
It's very
but
far in
perhaps
between.
let them get further in before you cut them.
Perhaps there's some wisdom in that.
Ah, yes, trap them, ensnare them.
Yeah, let them into the grove, close the door behind them, lock them into a sermon.
Yeah, you know. Religion.
How to say? No beast steps into a snare if it's not hidden by a bush. However, sometimes that's a lesson learned of sticking to the right paths. Eh?
I appreciate your wisdom. Actually, that was quite thoughtful. I would not have expected something from someone who conjures spirits from metal. But it's a start.
Not everything's metal. I can do wood and stone.
Hopefully not wood and stone that's stolen.
Nothing stolen, lad. Nothing, not even Mikey.
Did you say Mikey?
Mikey.
You look down next to him and you can see this this small golem-like entity that almost looks like a walking mushroom. About maybe like about 12 inches tall.
This little guy.
So only a little shorter
Think
than
those
the
little
dwarf.
Dark Souls. Yeah, not by much. Think those little guys from Dark Souls.
The mushroom fellas? The ones that can
Yes.
rock your shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the little ones.
I'm
The-
filled with
the
a
little- the little shit
instinctual
rockers.
I'm filled with an instinctual terror about being fucking like windmill punched by a mushroom fella.
As well you should.
As like we're winding down and whatnot, Liska's going to kind of lean down to Rao and Potman. Do you happen to know anyone in the city that has a connection to the primal spirit of Bor?
I don't know, Jan, or do I?
Interestingly enough, not quite, but during one of your recent escapades into the fourth winged garden, nearest to the Hunter's Keep, you did see some enormous figure one night. It was a recent night, maybe a couple nights ago, venture into that garden. Didn't quite make out any details. It was just shrouded and like a massive shadow. You could only estimate maybe about like 10 feet tall. Something about that seemed off, and as you kind of went to follow that figure, you found within that grove a single standing totem that was not there before. Totem of a bear that came out to about your height.
The name does not sound familiar to me. Tell me, you said it was Boar?
Borr, Bor, the bear spirit, the mother bear spirit.
Yes, it is confusing. Get used to
Yeah.
it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, most just refer to her as just a bear.
Liska's on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Tell me, is this a ancestral spirit of a primordial bear, perhaps, named
Mhm.
Boar?
Yes, you know of this?
Yes, I was at first I was confused, but no, I don't believe that there's a large presence to that spirit in the city, but I have seen a totem to a bear recently, and it's only recently just been erected.
Where is it?
I described the location because I've already forgot.
It's all good.
Yep, okay.
Near the
It's-
Hunter's Keep. The
yeah,
fourth
The Hunter's
fourth-
Keep, yeah.
Yeah, the fourth grove near the Hunter's Keep.
Yes.
It's like I was just like, I guess that would make sense. That is where I am going anyway. Okay, thank you, Potman. Hopefully we will have some more time to spar and get to know each other before the Ring of Claws, yes?
This would be ideal, and I look forward to the learning experience.
As do I. And she pats him on the shoulder, like 10-foot Liska patting him on the shoulder, like bam, bam. It's like, I will see you again. And she walks away.
Liska.
Hmm?
As you're heading over to the Hunter's Keep, do you still have any of those dragon scales by chance?
Which ones?
The ones from
They have many.
Saks. Black ones.
Yes, I think I do.
Can I have 2 pounds of it?
Sorry, can you repeat that? How many pounds?
Just 2 pounds.
2?
Yeah.
Roman numeral II. Gotcha.
Dos.
Yeah, sure. And she reaches in, grabs what she guesstimates is about 2 pounds of black dragon scales, and she's going to give it to Neon Black's base. Waiting for trade.
I just want to point out that whomever's just watching this action go down is like, what?
That was mostly Varesh as she followed you in. The grove itself is sort of secluded from the wider city. There's barely any sort of visible egress to the outside crowds here.
Yeah, Rao said it himself. People don't seem to be coming into the center of the grove.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, it's a nice way to do it.
Yeah. Should have T-Rex battles more often.
T-Rex.
That would bring in a crowd.
Yep. Yeah, Liska reaches in, like, pulls out some dragon scales, like, kind of lifts her hand up and down to get away for it, and then puts a few back, tests it again. Like, you know, when you're at the barbecue joint and they want to measure out like a pound of meat, and then she hands it to Jar. It's like, here you go. What are you planning on doing?
I'm planning on making a ring. I had drawn up some plans for it. It's to help with scribing, hopefully.
What kind of ring? Is it like a ring of acid resistance? I already have one of those. And she pulls out. She reaches in the back again and pulls out another one.
It helps with me with my spells. That's
okay.
The other pound I'm going to do is to add something to. She pats her robe. Something else. Maybe some flair. Maybe a little bit more.
Make it a bit more fancy. It already is pretty fancy, Dejar. I don't know. I mean, black does tend to highlight colors a bit more just by being next to it, so sure.
That's it.
Well, enjoy. I think these are all that are left for what I gave to the Hunter's Keep, so I have... She reaches in, pulls out a bunch, weighs in her hand again, about 8 more pounds, so... And she motions, she like looks to the rest like, I have 8 pounds of dragon scales if anyone needs them. And then tosses them back in the bag. It's a bag of holding, it organizes itself.
Yeah. Yara puts the dragon scales back into her bag of holding. Like, great. Good. Can start that project later.
So presumably we're headed out. I believe some mercantile things to happen. Are there, Atlas? Atlas, hello?
Atlas?
Are you muted, good sir?
I bet his headset died.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
There we
He
go.
posted the gif of the
There you
mushroom and
go.
died.
We can hear you now.
Yep. Sorry, I've been having problems.
It's cool.
Can you
That's
repeat
why-
that last
that's
little
fine.
bit?
Say again, sorry?
Some
Can you repeat
mercantile
your last little bit. Yes.
mercantile business.
You got some mercantile things you wanted to do, right?
I did. That was planned to be a fancy hook, but that we didn't necessarily have to. So I'll do some mercantile business regardless.
Yes.
Money.
Yes.
Money.
Are we currently in the grove, or have we left yet?
I imagine
We're in the grove. I'm saying, like, the next steps.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, there's one little thing I'd like to do before shifting over to that. It's because I DM'd you, Janner.
Mm-hmm.
Etheria has been sneaking around this grove, judging it. And I think while we're here, she's going to return to you, Velma. And there's just going to be the tap on the shoulder.
Oh, there you are, there you
This is someplace.
Yeah, a lot of the city's been some kind of place, but I figure you probably mean you're more comfortable in this kind of space.
Oh yeah, this is one of the finer groves that I've seen, especially those not, you know. As she gestures to herself.
Hmm. Well, you wanted to
I
take him up as offer a stay here, or?
Maybe. I'll look at the other place. I don't want to be too far from the kid. But this is very impressive. Been a lot of care and quality into this place. Still, I'd be careful. Aside from my warden, perhaps you other satyrs far in Ragnarok is one of the most powerful groves and druids I've seen. If you wish to walk through this jungle freely, I not make an enemy of this man.
Well, from what I've seen, he thinks pretty highly of us. And as long as we treat him right, I figure he'll treat us right in return.
Things can shift at a moment. Still, lucky you. Not every day you get someone who can truly answer to spirits. Spirits answer back.
Well, it'll make things a lot easier in the Ring of Claws. But, you know me, I'm always careful.
Should probably be clear by now, but I can't really go into that place. I know, mentioned it earlier, but I'm not gonna join, so make this count.
Oh, I figured. I wasn't about to ask you to do more than what I know you'd be willing to. Blood sport and things like that are not your field.
I do love a good celebration, but kind of taps the mask. I don't like having too much of a reputation.
Yep, I'm learning the hard way that a lot of attention can be a bad thing.
She's gonna just kind of tap you on the shoulder. Try it as an assassin and see how that goes. Well,
The second assassin gets mentioned, there's just like, you fuck it, you've got the insight to notice. Like, the second the word assassin is mentioned, his eyes sort of like dart a little bit to scan the surroundings, and then return to her. Like, yeah, suppose not.
she's gonna
Boy,
reach
don't
over
know.
and she's gonna flick you on the forehead. Even through that turban, you'll probably feel the force. Meant me, idiot. You're fine. Comb the whole place.
When we get settled, it'll be a lot safer. But I'm still gonna be keeping an eye out.
Well, focus more on resting and focus on the kid, okay? Watch the perimeter and you just do you. Speaking of kid, maybe we should get to that fancy little bed waiting for her.
Yeah. Still figuring out if I want to keep her in the tower when we get there, or if we're gonna put her in one of Varesh's fancy bedrooms, but we'll have to see the place first.
Yeah, safety versus comfort. Nothing's ever perfectly comfortable, nothing ever perfectly safe. Alright. I'm gonna go steal an apple or something, and I'll meet you back over there shortly. I know how to find you.
Usually do. And then off we go.
I'll catch up in an hour. and she's gonna hang out in the grove for a little bit and just sort of enjoy
Right.
this place.
All right.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't been able to be in a real grove in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh god, finally, civilization.
Truly.
Okay. Angus.
As he's just going along down. Right, so I've taken 4 of the rune gold ingots. I've got a few of my special slats. I need a good place. Nice and conspicuous. Busy. Unavoidable. Varesh, where did you say that was again?
Well, the most obvious place would be in front of the Gong of Torga. And she's, as I bring up the city map here, I'll show you all.
And would you say that it has a lot of people or a lot of influential people? Both?
Well, you will find quite a mix of wealthier individuals throughout the Serpent Bazaar. It is all manner of higher-end boutiques, lower-end stalls selling. Well, sometimes they sell junk, but it is a mix. Most individuals who want to be seen will try to stake out a claim at the central thoroughfare, where the twin canals come out towards the front of the Gong of Torga. And she kind of points out into the center of the bay here, where you can see a massive ziggurat, topped with what looks like a tremendous golden gong, maybe about like 50 feet across, that kind of shines in the sunlight. You have to kind of shield your eyes from it.
Yep, that's conspicuous. As he kind of looks away from it.
So I would say
Another question.
the best bet would
Your
probably...
city's literally paved with gold.
Well, yes.
How wealthy is the average person?
Well, I would say more comfortable than most.
How
One
many
of the
people could afford, like 100 gold expense?
Ooh. I think you're looking at some luxury goods there, my friend.
And how many could afford something higher in the thousands?
She kind of thinks for a moment. Well, me for one. But I think there are a few individuals in the bazaar that might be able to afford it if they wrung their purses. Depends. What is the plan?
Well, the plan is this, and he's gonna unfold a little scroll where he's etched a design. I'm going to create something of a special item, a meal ticket. Incredibly valuable, made out of platinum and, well, rune gold, which, might I remind you, is not able to be bought and found anywhere except perhaps by a sanctioned clan's craftsman and mountaineer as myself. And not only will it be incredibly valuable for its materials and its artistic quality, but I will be offering along with it, on this dinner plate of a ticket, the same meal I will be serving Banzala during the Eve of Souls. One of a kind itself, one of 2 meals only shared with a god.
She blinks for a moment. Are you telling me that you're selling a ticket to sit alongside one of the living gods at the feast table.
More or less, yes. I've already gotten his approval to throw a great feast in celebration on the Eve of Souls after we did a bit of a job for him. I figure I'd bring in one more honored guest, put some of the funds towards his temple as tribute, a little fundraising, take the rest, split it amongst me and my friends.
She blinks, absolutely stunned. You are constantly full of surprises, Angus.
Oh, wait till you see what I have prepared for the big man. Let's just say it's quite a tricky recipe.
I would know a couple of houses that would try to assassinate someone for a seat next to a living god at the feast table.
So what you're saying is, rather than having it be a raffle, I should have an auction.
I could see that working. You might have to draw some attention.
Have an idea. And maybe some new ones. He looks back to Rao. Right.
Before
By the great gong.
Before you go into doing anything stupid and get yourself in trouble, what is it you're trying to do here?
Oh, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna summon the divine being, having it circle around the city for a little bit. Communicate some, well, how shall I just say, undeniable information. Make a big spectacle using my magic to make the very ticket before their eyes. And then poof away.
Well, alright then.
Oh, not before saying your name and to get in contact with you to begin the biddings. It might be a little more work for you, but it's your name out there affiliated with this divine meal ticket. And there's no one I trust more to handle a huge amount of money than you.
I am intrigued.
My sponsor.
I will, she says in this sort of mock humble attitude. I might be able to pull a few strings.
Good. Right then.
There might be the best. Perhaps I can gather a few boxes for you to stand on.
Very good. Very. Box. Oh, I'm not going to need boxes. I've got a tower. And
Right,
enough
you do.
special rocks to throw in there and make fancy coloured flame. Best wait to nightfall.
Well, fast away.
Indeed.
She kind of stands back
All right.
and gets herself ready for the moment.
And he will approach Zerth to start. If you're down for a Zerth scene.
Sure.
Hey. Hello, friend. Might you be busy? He says with that same body language and sing-song of whenever he's going to ask for a favor.
Zerth, quite familiar with said body language. Just like sits there, like gives a look of apology to a woman he's been chatting up, and then turns to Angus like, yes, what do you need, my friend?
Well, you can kind of look to the woman slightly and look back to you. I need to come back.
Zerth just
Is
kind
this,
of looks to the woman.
Is this your friend?
Yes, this is Angus Blackenbrick of the famous Samus Strike. But just one moment, he says to Angus, and then looks back to her, kind of leans in, whispers something, takes her hand, kisses it, and then, like, as he turns and kind of ushers Angus away, Angus, with his passive perception, can see that when she, like, she turns over her hand and there's a card in it. Zerth dropping his card as part of the kiss, and he's going to kind of motion Angus away. It's like, so, what do you need, my friend?
So sorry to take you away from important business, but there's an item of extreme value and very important, you see. And I need to create a spectacle. Yes. I need you to play some fancy music while I make a huge presentation to the city. Basically sell a very valuable item. That's a buffet ticket to eat alongside the god. And I can't think of anyone who can have better background music than you. In fact, I would say your music is foreground music.
It tends to be, yes. So, a dining experience with a god.
A dining experience with a god. The one-of-a-kind special rune gold, not able to be bought in this country. Meal plate made with platinum and all kinds of valuable metals in itself.
Which god is this?
On by me. Oh, Pansala.
Okay. And Zerth is already kind of like thinking to himself, like he's kind of wondering, just kind of thinking through, it's like, okay, dining ticket with Pansala. About how long will this presentation be?
Itself.
How long will this presentation need to be?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, I can do
It'll
that.
happen at the same time as I summon a great soul. Shape-shifting serpent upon wings that speaks truth into people's minds. It will orate. I was thinking you might be able to sing and play music in the background. And maybe even get the new fella to do some kind of spirit summoning for spectacle.
Like, oh no, you don't need to do that. I can do that fine myself. So, presentation, eating dinner with Pansala. Okay, sounds good. When is this going to happen?
Probably just a wee bit after sunset near that giant shiny gong.
All right. Let me get something prepared. I would love to help you with this. Just give me a moment to come up with a small tune or ditty.
We'll pay you.
I hope you will. Until then, I guess I will be busy. Is there anything else that you need?
Not really. Slaps you on the ass with the guidance. Get back to her, lad. I expect stories when you return. Farewell, my friend.
Zerth shakes his head about dwarves loving raunchy stories, and then goes off kind of to the side away from everybody and pulls out like a few instruments, a piece of paper, and a quill, and he starts quickly composing some shit.
All right.
And he's gonna be busy for a bit.
Okay. I'm excited for tonight. Because
and do we want to shift? Oops.
yeah, because a lot of people that have other stuff that they want to do here, we may not get to that this session. I imagine next session
that can be fine.
Yeah,
yeah.
We'll do.
Only reason it would have been
session.
important this session was to be a spectacle for Rao to see, but since he's already here, don't care.
Okay.
Alrighty. If I may,
yes,
I did have a thingy, little short thingy. Question for your Goyle, Lucia. Would she have joined us throughout the entire tour, or like jumped ship once we got to her place?
I imagine originally I had the thought of her like going back home immediately after the meeting with Varesh and Ida, but I can see her like following you around for the tour and then like heading back home as soon as she sees our shop, and she'll probably be like, oh, I have business I need to attend to, I will
Oh.
go over here.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Presumably based on the map, like all roads lead to Rome kind of thing. We'll pass by anyway. Vellum is gonna dip in on our way back.
Okay, you're headed into Lucia's tassels and tapestries.
Lucia's nerd place of cloth stuff.
All right, Lucia, as he enters, what does he see?
Ooh boy. As you step into the store, immediately the air feels a little bit fresher. It's probably like the spray of the water from outside. There's like less of a smell of like staunch burning incense, more like light perfume from florals. And as you step into the actual store itself, a lot of it is like initially chaotic in the sense that there's loads of colors happening. There's like bright golds, like azure blues. It's just intricate woven patterns all like lining the tops of the ceilings and hanging down, draping from the walls. But it's an organized kind of chaos. It's a barrage of color, but like not in a way that it is distasteful or like audacious to the senses at all. Everything is in its proper place, basically. And you can tell that the person who curated this spot has a great eye for detail, a great eye for fashion, and is highly organized in nature.
Humble brag.
Humble brag.
So I don't know
And
if
of course
like
you hear like the, yeah.
no, go on.
Sorry.
No. I
Yeah,
thought you were
hear,
done.
like,
You
the
were
faint,
not. Continue.
No, you were narrating. The faint hum of like a sewing machine in the background, like faint ticking noises. And you might see a couple people floating around shopping, one person flitting nearby, just tending to the patron.
All right.
And yeah?
Yeah, and she's present. Yeah, is she?
Yeah, she's present. She's probably either talking to a guest or she's like behind the desk organizing some orders.
Well, Vellum before coming in would have like made a point of like, I'm just gonna quickly dip in here. Need to talk to Lucy about something. If people want to come in, they can, but I hadn't like Vellum isn't clearly gonna insist upon anything. He's just got a quick stop to make. So
Yeah, is there anything else that wants to stop by with Vellum?
That would be the here, but after Vellum.
Okay.
After he
You
leaves.
could just lurk, lurk like a one of those
Just
weirdos in the
perusing.
bargain aisle.
Hidden
Is
amongst
that like
the
what,
cloth.
you know those circular racks? She's just hiding in one of them. But yes, Vellum will wait for when she's free, done with the customer, what have you.
Yeah.
Lucia, can I trouble you for a moment?
Oh, Vellum, nice to see you once again. Yes. What can I do for you?
Well, I have a project in the works, but a part of it needs the dab hand of somebody better with cloths than I am. And he sort of
She
like
just gives like a
go into
bright
his
smile.
bag of holding.
Of course.
He goes in his bag of holding and like not like blatantly showing because it's because it'll become immediately apparent by the nature of the material, and he just pulls out like the one end of a bolt of ambrosian silk out of his bag of holding.
You can immediately see her eyes like locking in it and like dilating like a cat's would.
Locked in.
But she doesn't say it immediately.
Are you familiar with the eastern trends of veils? Thinner material.
The eastern the eastern trend of veils. You mean like the thinner fabrics that
Yeah,
that
that's the
those folks would wear? Oh, exactly. Yes. Like a chiffon fabric.
one. It's just blank expression. He has no fucking clue what chiffon is, and he just if that's what it is, then yeah.
Yes.
would you be able to make something like that with some of this?
Do you pull like the whole like bolts of
Like
Ambrosian
half
silk?
of it, like enough to show her how much is there, but not enough to draw any eyes.
Yes. Where, can I ask, where did you procure this? She says with like a lower voice.
Long story, maybe not best for public.
It's
Right,
it's
and she just gives like a sly smile. It's like,
it's at that
well,
point.
if you would rather not talk about it.
It's at that point that the door kind of bursts open wide, and you see kind of stumbling in, holding reams upon reams of more Ambrosian silk. It seems a smaller woman, sort of stacked high with Ambrosian silk, stumbling to and fro, face sort of hidden behind the stacks themselves. Fairly young, maybe like the voice itself betrays a Tahosian accent in maybe its early 20s. I got that Ambrosian silk you wanted, Miss Lucia.
Darling, and she like immediately stands up. Oh, be careful with that, darling. I don't want you hurting yourself. Sidlali, are you all right?
I'm fine. Oh, who is this? Oh, your outfit looks fabulous.
Well,
I
it
think
should.
we
It was
need
made by your benefactor here.
Yes, this is Vellum. She goes to say Harbridge, and then she like frowns a little bit. Fashir, was it?
Yes.
Vellum Fashir. That is a habit I'll need to break. Yes.
The venom of the hammer strike.
That would be me, yes.
I didn't think you'd be in town so quickly.
Well, we had some help making good time.
Do you need anything? A cup of cocoa? A cup? Perhaps some snacks? We do have some in the back.
Relax, I don't need any special treatment. I'm just here to discuss some business with Lucy here.
Lucia just kind of like laughs and like puts like a hand on her wrist, and he's like, oh. Vellum is quite a humble man who doesn't really tend to ask for something unless he really needs it. How about you put these silks aside, and I'll just continue business with Vellum here, if you would not mind, darling.
Yes, Miss Olmona.
I keep telling you it's Miss Lucia. You don't have to call me by my last name. And she like just gives her like a chiding smile.
Okay, Miss Olmona. And that she makes her way off.
She just kind of like laughs to herself. I've been trying to get that habit out for quite some time.
Well, I don't know why she's just carrying around loose like that. Why not just put them in crates?
Well, acquiring this stock has been quite arduous, I must admit. With the shortages of supply and whatnot, it's been quite difficult procuring the fabrics since they fly off the shelves so quickly.
In demand.
That isn't ideal. I will have to invest in that. But anyhow, yes. Your suggestion would be to fashion these more translucent fabrics out of the Ambrosian silks over here.
That is what I was thinking, if something like that can be done. I'm prototyping something. It's in the works, but...
Would you happen to have actual spools of it? I mean, I can work with the material, it's just a little bit more labor intensive to create a new fabric out of fabric that was already woven.
Well, where we found this from, it was already in this state.
Well, I can work with it. There are means in which I can unweave the threads and refashion it. Are you looking to create outfits with it in particular?
I'll likely need it in smaller squares, but if you could just provide just whatever single bulk amount you can. I don't know much about fabrics, what it comes in or anything.
Of course, anything for you, darling. She gives like another like sly grin. Would I need to purchase the materials from you? I do have Ambrosian silk at hand. It's just
I like keeping some a bit of everything on hand. So if you can work your magic on what I give you, that'd be grand. I don't need a lot of it. I mean, a
perfect.
pound of this stuff is way more than enough that I need. But
Yes.
I can obviously make it worth your time. I do have something that you might have interest in. And
She's
like,
just like
he
slight raise of the spiny eyebrow.
he feeds the bolt out because, like, you know, somebody's walked in carrying a fuck ton of them, so, you know, don't need to worry too much about subtlety now with it. But he sort of just like feeds the bolt onto the counter next to them and rummages in to get like one of the prettier kinds of elemental metals out. I've been working a lot with this stuff a bit recently. You might have seen one of its results on Miss Ida.
Yes, the bracelet that she was wearing recently was made out of this material, wasn't it?
A form of it, yes. When it's worked, it takes on a different kind of property. It doesn't really work well for bulkier things, and it's more suited to jewelry, but, well, anything of a fine softness and pliable nature is... And he sort of looks around to whatever sort of bits and pieces, the not costume jewelry, but that sort of ilk that might adorn some of her finer pieces. I'm sure she's got some sort of like rune gold thread things or something like that in there. Might work well with the sort of work you do.
Yeah, some of the outfits currently on display, some of them seem like they're oriented around like performance. Some of them might like look as if they are suited for like dancing or, you know, like any kind of things that are flashy but also like create good movement. There's a variety of things happening here, but you see a thread of like outfits suited for being flashy. So, yes, I do reckon that would fit in quite nicely. She like, has he like offered the element of
You
metal
sort of
like
like
up to
held
her?
it out a little bit, like again subtly, like to designate it as a not a yes, a rare mineral, but more one that is better kept. Man, my words are failing me. You get the vibe.
Me
I'm
too,
going for.
honestly.
Yeah. And in exchange for your help with this, and since we're on amiable terms, I'd be willing to share a little bit about what I know with it and see if it can help you in some of your works.
Of course, I think this would fit in quite nicely, but I will admit I'm not overly familiar with working with metal in particular. It is possible for me, but I would need a little bit of your expertise initially. Might I see it for a moment? And she like holds out her hand to kind of like just gesture. She can like hold it aloft and like inspect it.
And my assistance is part of that arrangement. And let's see, what's the nicest looking one? Let's go with the Keelanite. That's a nice one. Now, these are elemental in nature, as the name implies. He's using a softer tone now. And I'd likely be giving you one I have more surplus of, but he sort of hands over this sort of bluish, almost icily watery metallic chunk of an ingot.
She kind of takes it in her hand, holds it aloft, kind of like turning it in the light from left to right. This is quite a remarkable material. Might I ask again where you procured this?
A lot of spelunking and a lot of danger.
A lot of spelunking and a lot of danger seems quite up your alley from what I've heard.
It is a bad habit.
Thank you. Might I keep this?
Here, let me give you one that I've got a bit more of for you to look at.
Oh, of course, I don't want to take your entire supply.
He'll sort of like take the Achelanite back, which is one of the nicer looking ones, and pulls out this sort of fiery black and red chunky thing. It's pious
Oh.
steel. I've got more of this, so you keeping a pound of it to have a closer look at isn't going to do any harm. Though it does change in the processing, as you've seen with Ida's bangle.
Oh,
And,
so
like, for
the materials of
description's
the...
sake. Sorry,
Yeah.
For
The materials
context.
of the... Oh, sorry.
I'm
Jesus.
giving context, you can respond, I'm sorry. My brain is wired and I'm weird today. Yes, Ida's bangle is of a sort of, not prismatic, but has more of a mixture of colors on a almost sort of, I think it's like a silverish, platinumish color base. So it's a bit of everything in it when it's worked. Context given, continue, sorry.
So that bears a more like iridescent quality, whereas this one, the pyre steel, is more like ashen and kind of like molten in nature.
Yeah, it's nature is heat, whereas the end result is a mixture.
Interesting. Well, I would love to have a further look at this and see if there's anything I can make of these. Perhaps finer threads can be made and woven into outfits or created as embellishments. I do believe that having a metallic material would suit well to more stiff fabrics, perhaps another tapestry. Oh wow,
whatever
that
you
is
can
red.
whatever you can manage with it would be grand, but if nothing comes of it, then I'm happy to just comp you with cash.
Cash is king, she says, smiling. But yes, you would like to trade some of these materials in exchange for having this Ambrosian silk being woven into a more translucent fabric? Is that what I'm
Yes, that is
garnering?
That is the arrangement, yes, and I'm going to be on the fair side of the deal, of course, and given how hard these were to come by, fine to part with some, but not a great deal.
Oh, of
You
course.
understand.
I would like only a small bit just to procure and see if I can fashion anything out of it. I wouldn't ask for more than what you're willing to part with.
Knowledge has value in itself. But we can talk about that once you've had a look at it and I've had some time to work on my blueprints. And he sort of leaves the bolt and the ingot of pyre steel there for Lucia to take, and I'll trade that to your personage in the background.
You can probably do that after session. You can probably remind me.
Yeah, it's gonna be later.
Just so we're not like faffing around with trades and whatnot.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
Well, I should probably get back to the others. We're gonna go settle in.
now,
Find
Of course. Have you made arrangements for your living situation?
Yes, Ms. Mazga has kindly offered to put us up.
Oh, lovely. She's a brilliant woman indeed.
I imagine you two get
I
along
can never
quite
really
well.
get a quite read on her. Yes. She's quite mysterious, but she's a good patron, and she takes care of people that she appreciates.
I know well. Well, you have a fine day, Lucia. I'll check in with you at some point and see what you've managed.
Of course. And it's wonderful to see you again. I noticed that you seem in much brighter spirits these days. But perhaps it was just the circumstances where I initially met you that seemed to dampen them at first.
I have my days. And I'll give her a nod and make his way out, and then we can corral ourselves onwards.
so it says, as you make your way out, you haven't noticed that her assistant, Sidlali, has been sort of very, very elegantly weaving her way through the shop, hanging up various dresses, kind of folding clothes, preparing displays. But you gather that she's probably been listening very intently to your conversation, and she sort of slides her way up next to Lucia. Lucia, you hear her come behind you as you're examining this ingot of metal. So,
New material? Something new to weather
material. And she says she seems very excited by this. Like, she seems like very like composed and very like, you know, demure when she was talking with Vellum, but like with here she's having like this big ass bright smile full of like just sharp teeth, and she's like looking over with pure excitement.
Oh, I have
This would be-
everything.
Imagine this in like a new bodice, or like woven into in like one of the tapestries, like even like look above, like she like points to like a particular one like looming above the ceiling. That would look absolutely stunning in the
Imagine
window
the
light, wouldn't it?
Imagine the embroideries.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, this is going to be wonderful.
I have a few ideas. And
Yes.
with that, she kind of begins listing you her various creative ideas as Vellum makes his way out of the shop, the conversation sort of fading into the background.
It's just like back and forth, like,
Oh, yeah.
and then this thing, and then this thing, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
this thing.
But what do we did like this and this pattern?
And that's why they get along so well.
Yeah.
Vellum and Lucy are very much same brain cell when it comes to new materials.
What's this? What's this?
Okay. Shall we move on to another scene?
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Yes.
I know Ducky's getting mad EP. Do you want to do a scene?
Mm-hmm.
Perk yourself up a bit?
I don't know. I don't really have much planned for today outside of just speeding around looking for materials and whatnot.
Cool.
Crafting.
You could grill the new guy if you want.
I don't have brain power for that currently, I'm sorry.
That's fair. I thought it might
Angus
work.
is already laying into him.
You know, he's not all just hot debate. You could, like, have a
Oh, yeah, no,
conversation.
He's just chatting him up at this point. It's not necessarily like all insults. I mean, we've gotten past the greeting stage. Now he's at
Yeah.
the conversing stage.
So how do you feel about single malt whiskies? I think if nothing happened, I think Liska
I wasn't
will.
ready for that.
I wasn't ready either. That's pretty good.
I think Liska will head to find the Hunter's Keep.
Gotcha. Okay then. Let me bring up my notes here.
She
Yes,
has things to do.
indeed. Sort of tucked at the far southern edge of the Serpent Bazaar. That grand stairway ascending to the keep's entry gates, embedded, sort of bisected in two by a massive spine of some ancient beast. And at the top of the stair, above the entrance, is the skull of some sort of tyrant beast crowns it, teeth bared in eternal challenge, and below it, carved into the obsidian lintel, the flames. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you can feel the flames flanking the gates in the braziers burn hot, not with oil but bone tallow. And I'll stick you over to the appropriate scene.
Look at the boons.
Look at the bones.
The bones.
Uh-oh, a skull. Don't show Sable.
Oh, is he friendly? Let me look. He's pretty friendly.
Closed.
He's no Henry.
Yeah, we will call him Hank. So
Oh, yeah, we have to.
So
so yeah, so
inside.
Liska's gonna like kind of roll up on this joint.
The inside is heavy and still, thick with the scent of old ash, aged leather, dried blood. Braziers burn low, the flames casting tall shadows on the carved murals. A history of the hunt, painted not in brushstrokes but in scars and inlays. A massive skull hangs above the central stairwell, hollow eyes watching all who enter, and beneath it you can see a massive contract wall displays current hunts available, some crossed out in crimson, others
fluttering with torn corners and red threaded seals. To one side of the room is a large stone desk, and seated behind it, still as death, signing completed contracts and papers, is a Shah in black fur. Without sort of looking up from her paperwork, she kind of calls out, "Does a contract or keep walking? The keep does not waste time on the unsure."
Liska's gonna kind of stand there in front of the desk just for like a solid couple of beats, just to let the silence linger. And then she's going to say, "Grand Hunters of Dune Hollow, Liska Aluma here to see your hunter."
The Shah looks up. You can see one lone golden eye reflects in the firelight. One paw rests on a ledger. The other clasping a quill. You can see a blood snake tattoo coils around her arm, and a basilisk spine is wrapped around her belt. Mark first. It's a formality.
Liska will. I forgot where she has her work. I don't remember. It's been a long time. She's gonna like, I guess, where would she have her mark? I know I wrote this down somewhere, but I can't remember where. I think it was her shoulder. Liska will, assuming that this is the norm, which she would know, she's going to lift up. She will have unbuckled her pauldron beforehand, and she will lift it up to show. Said Mark.
Her gaze flickers to the ink in your arm, and for a moment she says nothing. Kind of thumb brushes lightly across her chin, as if cataloguing the age and detail of the mark. Faded at the edges, but clean. Still yours. Kind of leans back, retrieves the quill, writes something down in a nearby ledger. Grand Huntress Iska Aluma of Mayland. She kind of sets her quill down slowly. You wear a long leash for someone so far from her forest.
Like I've never been leashed.
So, business?
I am here to see Grand Hunter Vorsha.
He is currently out on a hunt right now. He should be back soon. On the morrow.
In that case, I am here to turn in a contract that he gave to me.
Very well. Place the contract there, and she gestures towards a space on the desk next to her. Let's begin.
And she will pull out the Bloodhorn contract.
All right. She scans it with slow precision, her quill kind of tapping once before the creature's name. Bloodhorn, hunted wild, known on range. I see, yes, Vorsha mentioned this. He called it a hybrid mistake when it first appeared in the logs. See, contract signed. Oh, go ahead.
There's it was some Saurian magic twisted combination of multiple creatures.
Hold that note. Kind of flips through a new ledger page. Kind of compares it with the contract. Signed by Grimbold Iron Tusk. Date of initiation.
She says the date.
Okay.
I don't fucking remember that, Janner.
Completion date.
It was, I think, a couple of weeks ago, right? Because we killed and then immediately went to the necropolis. Hung out there for, I think, a couple
it was
of
on the
weeks.
way to the necropolis. It took us about a week-ish to get to Zara, and then we instantly poofed back.
Yeah.
So like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah. 2.5 weeks.
Is the condition of the carcass?
Liska will get her bag of colding and say pristine. And
Alright.
she will have all the available goodies.
She gestures towards a nearby stone altar. Place the components on that altar, please.
And Liska goes and very succinctly, like a butcher at a butcher shop, just very quickly and expertly plop stuff on there.
Any signs of tampering, branding sigils, colors, strange behavior?
No, I've felt pretty good in the last few months.
The beast.
Oh,
She
the beast.
says, just very, just not quite coldly, but
Professionally, just trying to maintain a very professional attitude.
dryly. There we go.
Yeah. Yes, there was quite a few. It had, like, magical tattoos or brands on its skin. But nothing that would prevent me to get the requisite items.
Well, branding on his skin. That tracks with the last 3 reports on its cousins. But it wasn't natural.
It had cousins?
Yes, Vorsha is out hunting one of them right now. A pack of raptors that had the same level of branding on their hides. Exhibited some sort of magical potency.
It might be best if you tell him that at least this one, she motions to all the arranged body parts, could turn invisible at will.
That is interesting to know. She's gonna jot down a few notes in her ledger. No, hide weight.
100 pounds worth of scales.
Very well. Blood, any intact vials?
10 as requested.
Eyeballs?
2.
All teeth accounted for, and the horns, no fractures.
Da.
She continues with ritual precision, finalizing the ledger entry and reaching for a stamp carved of bone and obsidian. With a hard bonk, she seals the record. Contract fulfilled. I will process the double rate. Lion Tusk's purse will be docked if he squabbles. Now, you walked back with all limbs attached. That makes you either very clever, lucky. The keep accepted both.
Liska's gonna, like, at that, the fact that this, I'm not gonna say paper butcher because, you know, the bureaucratic aspect of these kind of things are very important. But, like, she says you're either, like, you walk back with all tech, like, you're either clever or lucky. It's just like, bitch, I'm a fucking grand huntress. Who do you think you're talking to? Like, she just kind of, like, gives her major side eye. Like, it's like, yes, it is not the most dangerous thing I have hunted and succeeded at killing, but it was up there.
Understandable.
What is your name?
Kaja. Kaja Shivar. I am the quarter mistress here.
Well, you remind me of mine.
Also,
And Liska just kind of turns like, so when will I be getting the reward?
yes, one moment. And with that, she very sort of. She doesn't seem. You gather she doesn't quite seem. What's the word? Is affected the word? She doesn't quite seem phased by your title, it seems. But regardless, she sees there is a job that here that has been done. She makes her way around the back, kind of disappears for a few moments, and reappears with a number of gold slats. Platinum slats. Let me go ahead and see what the total here was.
It was 6,000 gold for kill. Double that for...
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'd be 120 platinum slats.
Yep.
So go ahead and delete all those from your inventory, or at least those that are on the
In
contract.
the middle of it right now.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and drop 120 slats. There you go.
3 horns. Goodbye, all the horns. Just delete that. Bit of teeth. We got 10 left. And no eyes. Bloodhorn sadly only had 2 eyes. So we still got... Yeah, so we still got 8 claws, 28 vials of blood, 10 pounds of his marked hide, 20 spines, 10 fangs, 1 heart, 1 liver, and 100 pounds worth of scales.
Mm-hmm.
For any crafters who might be interested.
She kind of shuts the ledger as the exchange is made. The components are stored away in cold storage for Grimbold to retrieve. Kind of opens up another piece of parchment and begins writing. How long are you in Tektaros for, Miss Aluma?
Grand Huntress Aluma.
You do wear a title, not a crown, I should say. You are Grand Huntress of Mayland, there. You lead your own, there.
We are all part of the same Hunter's Keep. I've heard the same respect to your Grand Hunter when he's there.
Yes, this is Tektaros. This keep answers to Grand Hunter Vorsha, not echoes from other walls. Respect does travel between lodges. You are respected here, but authority does not.
I do not command you. I merely ask that you say the title that you respect so much.
You are Grand Hunter. You are Grand Huntress here, yes. There's a moment of sort of icy stillness in the air. So, where's my notes here?
So I hear that this Hunter's Keep of Tanzia is having issue. That you have lost many hunters.
And
Is it safe for Grand Hunter Vorsha to be out on his own hunt?
He is very skilled. As skilled as I imagine as you are. I am sure he will keep himself quite safe. Although he might be a bit reckless every now and then, I try to keep him in line for his own safety. But I trust him.
And is it true that you have lost many of your number?
And where have you heard this?
The rumors abound. Vorsha himself said that there is trouble in the east.
We have had some issues with a certain quarry of ours. Yes.
A dragon, from what I heard.
We do not know if it is truly a dragon or if it is something else entirely.
Well,
Yeah.
I am happy to offer my aid whenever possible. If you will say as such when Dorsho returns. I will be in town for at least a few more days. I am participating in the Ring of Claws.
I'm gonna strokes her chin for a moment. Well, another grand hunter among our ranks could certainly be of benefit to us. I shall send a missive, should we need your aid. There is no obligation, though.
Of course. It is simply a friendly offer of help between keeps. We are all brothers and sisters, are we not?
That is true. If you seek to assist us in the meantime in other ways, we do have other contracts, should you wish to fulfill them.
Of course. Is there... And she kind of thinks for a moment. This might not be contract related, but you quartermasters tend to hear things. Have you heard of disappearances in the Serpent's Bazaar?
I have heard hearsay every now and then. The occasional urchin going missing. But I suppose that is not too unusual.
Have you heard anything about two brothers missing? Of a certain... Well, I check my notes. Keslat?
The name rings a bell, yes. Perhaps I have overheard something and not truly paid attention to it. But yes, I've heard something along those lines.
If you happen to hear anything else, could you make sure that information gets to me? I would very much appreciate it as a favor of the Grand Huntress. And of course, some monetary compensation as well, if the information proves beneficial.
She pauses for a moment, nods before jotting down a few notes in her own parchment book. Very well. I shall ensure the information comes to your ears first. Before, after they are given to Vorsha first.
Of course. He is your great hunter after all.
Very well. Is that
The...
good?
Do you have... Where are the accommodations here?
You'll find them through there. And she kind of points towards this this enormous sort of colonnade of hallways. Just kind of through this direction here. There are a number of rooms free. There are some that are reserved for frequent visitors, frequent slayers that occupy the space. But you should find some free.
Understandable. Again, it is just curiosity. I will likely not have need for them. One final thing before I go. When I was walking up, I saw a totem of a bear outside, nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about that?
I am afraid I do not. This is news to me.
That is fine. I will look into it myself. Thank you for your help.
She gives you a silent nod and continues to her work.
I'm trying to... Hold on. I'm a bad hunter's keep person. Give me a second while I...
Don't forget your
Try to remember.
your platinum slots though, unless you've already manually.
Oh,
added them.
I thought you... Oh, no, I did not. I thought you put him in my inventory.
No, it's right there.
Thank you for reminding me.
Do it on the ground.
You don't need no handouts. I'm an adult. Okay. Cool.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do here? We take a look at the contract board.
She'll glance at it for a second, but
Okay.
I think right now she'll go outside and try to find the bear totem
Gotcha.
that Rao mentioned.
Okay. Heading outside into the main thoroughfare. Where is it? I had it here somewhere. I've lost it. Ah, here we go. You make your way into this area, which was indicated previously by Raoul, the fourth winged garden, closest to the Hunter's Keep. You push your way through the various foliage and flora until you eventually find a very run-down looking grove. Looks like it may have previously been tended to once by one druid, or maybe a few druids, but it looks like it's long since seen abandonment here in the city.
That's strange. I feel like in a city this crowded, real estate of any kind would be like clamored over. For a place to be abandoned when there are so many druids. I don't like that. Ominous. Ominous, yeah.
You push forward until eventually you come to a clearing. And indeed there, right in the very centre, is a large bear totem, carved from wood.
Yeah, this is gonna kind of... How big is it?
It
You
comes
said
up
it was about
to,
Rao's height.
yeah. It's
earlier.
about Rao's height, so it comes up to your waist,
Okay.
maybe like lower chest.
Yeah. Mid abs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liska's going to kind of walk up to it, kind of glance around, see if she can spot anybody like nearby in the foliage or anything like that.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, Liska's moderately okay at these.
12. You glance around, trying to peer through the foliage. You hear the occasional call of an Archaeopteryx that glides from one branch to another. The occasional chirp of some other creature in the dense thicket. Nothing catches your eye or your ear.
Liska's gonna kind of look at the bear statue, reach out, put a hand on its head, give it a pet, and then look around again. It's like, hello, it is Liska. I am here. Hello? You wanted to meet me?
You call out into ether, into the jungle. Nothing replies to you but the occasional chirp of that Archaeopteryx.
Liska will kind of take a moment to breathe, kind of get a feel for this area, and then kind of on a whim, I don't think I've used it yet today. Fuck it, I'm assuming I haven't used it yet. Liska's going to pull out the little sending stone she has with Ida, and she's going to send a message. Hello, Ida. Can you ask if Tuli can meet me in the Druids Grove outside of the Hunter's Keep?
Of course. What for? I'd be happy to.
And she only has one message.
Yeah, Jenna forgot for a second, but it's not a telephone.
Yep. They don't have earrings. Maybe
And
they can.
with
Liska
that,
needs another earring to balance out on the other side.
with
When she
that,
just talks with Ida and Tuli.
With that, a message comes to you from Ida. Is there something wrong?
No, just wanting kind of a spiritual accompaniment. You can
Right.
come too. She doesn't know what that last bit went out to.
Yep. Eventually, after a good few minutes or so, you hear cracking and two shapes beginning to make their way through the foliage. You see Tuli kind of looking around curiously. This is very strange. I've never been here in this city before. Looks like another Druid's Grove. Ah, Liska. And with that, she immediately notices the bear totem. What is this?
This is apparently a totem that was placed only a few days ago in this abandoned grove. Do not know where it came from, but I am supposed to meet someone here at some point in time for my path of becoming a wild speaker for Bor.
Oh, I see.
And I called out, but nobody answered, so I was like, why not have my two favorite people accompany me while I wait?
Tuli smiles. Perhaps we might be able to judge the nature of this. She kind of like side eyes Ida for a moment. Well, I will see what I can do. If you'd be willing to wait for a moment, Liska.
Of course. Here, and Liska, in anticipation, had pulled out like a blanket, and she set up like a little blanket out like a picnic. She has a few small little snacks, and she has a few bottles. She has a copious amount of wine that she stashed away, so she's gonna pull out some of that stuff. It's like, I know we just ate, but you know, walking around the city for a few hours, getting thirsty and perhaps a little peckish.
There's a slight wry smile to Ida. This guy, you sure this was about the totem?
It was completely about the totem.
She's gonna make an insight check on that shit.
Liska is lying. Liska's a horrible liar. But it was it's like it was mostly about the totem. But I was not lying when I said my two favorite people. It is good to see you.
It's good to see you too as well, Liska. But I'm sure we can spend a few moments here. This place is rather isolated and quite lovely.
It is interesting how so much on just how well foliage like this helps block out the sounds of the city, you know?
Oh, it is. It's just lovely to get away from it all for a moment. I feel
All
like...
those people trying to ask for trade negotiations for silk.
Yes, quite. We're almost done with it, thankfully. Thule maybe takes the opportunity to just kind of sit down here for a moment and just enjoy the place as Ida begins effectively doing a detect magic and identifying this totem. Her eye kind of flashes this brilliant purple light. Well, it seems that this is certainly a calling card, as much as I can tell. A rallying spot. And there is some sort of dormant magic here to alter the surrounding environment once the time is right.
The time is right. That sounds almost ominous. But I mean, it is Boar, so I don't know why I thought that. Is the
I think it is
spirit of protection.
if I'm to determine this correctly, it alters the environment to make it a lot colder.
This could kind of side eyes Thule, the two mountain folk who are resistant to cold. Well, if it does make it colder, I know two individuals that will help keep you warm, Ida.
Well, I'm going to assume that was an attempt at an innuendo. I will...
That was me simply offering myself to keep you warm. She realizes she was about to say something, and like there's a slight blush, and then just she kind of, it seems like it would be nice.
I think whoever left this here, whatever left this here, is waiting for the right moment to appear.
Well, if it chooses to appear soon, then that is fine. I have a few days until the Circle of Claws, so I do not think we will have to. Well, I will not be waiting that long. I'll come back to visit every so often, but hopefully the right time happens soon. But until then, come here. And Liska kind of motions for Ida to come where she and Thule are sitting.
Sits down next to you. Oh, by the way, I did say I was going to hold you to a promise.
Mm-hmm.
The flowers?
And it's like Liska gets a smile, and then she will reach into her bag of holding, and she will pull out one giant bouquet. That is, hold on, I had this planned out. That is of just the general splendor of flowers, like of all just the normal wildflowers.
Mm-hmm.
A pair of that also has the midnight blooms, the humming glass trumpets, and the ember lace orchid. And then, and she will hand it to Ida. And then she's gonna look at Thule, and it's like, and I didn't want you to feel left out. And she pulls out a second bouquet that has a bunch of other just normal wildflowers, but also the moonfrost lily and the wild roses, red, pink, and black, and the sunflower rose, the blossoming gold leaf flowers that are like as big as Liska's hand. It's like, because I know you love roses and tulips and lilies.
Thule says, Liska, these are beautiful.
From all the wildflowers I can find from here to the necropolis.
I do not know what to say.
Well, you do not have to say anything. Just enjoy something that could not compare to either of your beauties.
Julie, perhaps you could add those to your collection. Well, maybe. I will ensure they take center place.
Some of these are actually, and Liska goes into detail about the special flowers she found, like the midnight blooms that only kind of bloom and sparkle, and they sparkle under the moonlight sun. The humming glass trumpets, which specifically draws hummingbirds. The Emberlace orchids that only come from, and she's explaining this more kind of also leaning towards Ida, who is kind of she likes knowledge, and like how the Emberlace orchid only grows on trees that were struck by lightning, and to Thule, the moonfrost, the wild roses, and the my notes didn't say for last time I did this. I forgot the plants that have that kind of sweet smell that were part of a creature.
The alluring bulbs.
Yeah, the alluring bulbs. And she's going to like motions like in that. Those are perhaps the most interesting.
These are alluring bulbs, Liska.
Yes.
Where did you go to the Ionian rainforest to get these?
Yes, of course. I needed to get the most fantastic flowers I could for both of you.
You didn't go to the Ionian rainforest, though.
It was the forest edge.
That's not the Ionian rainforest. That's the. This is the.
Liska doesn't know better.
Yeah.
Liska does not know. She thinks she did.
Yeah.
It's like, the rainforest. You mean the forest where it rains? Yeah, I was there all the time.
Yeah, I've been there. I got the plant that grows from there, so obviously I've been there.
Yeah.
Technically, she's correct. The best kind of
like-
correct.
These
Like,
things.
yeah.
These things come from a
creature.
fauna beast.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that when I first got them, until it attacked me.
Are you
But
okay?
I am fine. Oh, I am fine. It realized its mistake and then it scattered off. I did not want to pursue it. I got what I needed.
These are certainly incredibly rare. Probably best not to plant them anywhere, because if my research is correct, it would bloom into another one of those creatures in due time.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, I mean, they are your flowers now. Do what you will.
She's gonna slice it behind her ear. Well, they're beautiful nonetheless.
Well, it is good to have a moment alone with both of you. It has been a long journey. It is nice to finally be able to relax. Liska has that wine and she pulls out a couple glasses and sets up her little hunter's charcuterie board.
Yep. And we'll say...
They're just gonna...
Oh, yep.
Exactly. Yeah, they're just gonna sit in and have their little picnic in this abandoned Druids Grove.
Lovely. Plus 1 point on the relationship chart.
Hey.
Right.
Didn't realize there was a chart.
Shall we move over to someone else? Because I believe Black Spice wants to do something with Lucia.
Yes.
Alright. Let's see. Black Spice, what would you like to do?
Diara is gonna go to Lucia's boutique. There's gonna be a very, very soft knock on the door. He's waiting at the door. He's not going in. There's so many questions going through her mind, and he's very hesitant to go through that door.
Can I ask what time of day it is, Janner?
It's getting towards evening. You're about
Evening time?
Yeah, the sun's starting to set.
Yeah. So I imagine at this time of day, both Sidalali and Lucia are taking time to close up the place, fold whatever bits of outfits or clothes that have been perused and tossed over to the side as patrons seem to do, finishing up whatever orders are there, taking care of the last patrons through the door. So I imagine they'll appear quite busy, but as soon as coming through the door, the bell on the top rings, Lucia will turn her attention over to the Naga and stop whatever she's doing to acknowledge her. Oh, hello, darling. Come on in.
Is this another one of your friends, Miss Ormona?
Indeed it is. This is another member of the Hammer's Strike. This is Dejar Magir.
Oh, so this is Dejar.
Yes. She just gives a bright smile over to both her and to Stilali.
Oh, your outfit looks fabulous. I love the gold embroidery. This sapphire blue looks very well on you.
I do wonder where you got it. It seems to be a very nice make.
He is literally thinking at the moment. The Cult of Couture, if I remember correct. He goes into her bag, finds the leather. Yep, that's the one.
That name rings a bell to you, Lucia. It's a competing business in Itzel. A competing franchise.
It's stunning. I recognized it immediately, and there's a tiny twitch to the eye, but it's still a very courteous expression. Well, it looks lovely on you. I always admired the warmer tones in your previous outfits, but this one it's quite nice. The sapphire works well with your complexion, my dear.
It really brings out your eyes.
Yes, he's stumbling over words for a minute. Can we talk in the back?
Yes, of course.
Do you need me to keep myself occupied, Miss Solmora?
Yes, of course. I'll be with you again in a moment. I would just like to catch up with my friend. I'm sorry to leave you, darling.
Oh, it's fine.
No worries, I'll see you in 5 or so. And then she'll look over to the Dejar and she'll motion to a quieter office toward the back. This way, if you please.
Okay. And she follows.
Yeah, she kind of leads you into a back office of sorts. It's kind of same kind of fashion as the rest of the place. It's very well organized, very well manicured. Everything is in its proper place. There's a couple of fancy chairs and whatnot, a big old desk. This seems to be both a place for organization and another place to kind of rest and recuperate. She kind of motions down for a seat.
He sits, but it's he is visibly tense.
Yeah. Lucia, I reckon she probably won't even need to do an insight roll. We'll just sense that kind of tense energy and we'll say, Dejar, darling, can I offer you a beverage? A hot cocoa, glass of wine, porter whiskey?
No, not right now. I need my head clear because I have several questions for you.
Indeed. Is there anything in particular you would like to ask? I know this past weeks of travel have been quite arduous for you. It's a bit of a long journey on the road, quite much more safer than what you've likely already traveled down, but all that and before, it seemed there was a lot that happened. She seems to be recalling all the information that Varesh and Ida have kind of divulged on earlier in the day.
It says that the best thing I could say is finding myself. I don't know. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Well, the first thing is, this might be a hard question, but how are you, darling? Is everything all right with you?
I don't know. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know.
I imagine has the party kind of shared what went on in the grove and whatnot?
The previous session, yeah, that happened.
This year kind of like lets out like a terse kind of sigh. Indeed, I cannot believe that person scrambled your brains and your memories. Did they know of your condition before they did that, or was it just a spur of the moment sort of thing?
I think it was more an act of defense. So, like someone just raiding your helix around to your shop, it would do something to defend your home. I think that was
I see.
more of the case.
So it wasn't a targeted attack on your memories?
It wasn't a complete targeted attack, but I think he saw me as a threat and wanted to get me out of, off the board, as it were.
I see. Well, it's good that you survived it at the very least, but,
Well, the same person, from what I was told after the fact, same person brought me part of me back.
Oh?
And let's get, and it's a little jumbled, but, I remember running from something very horrible. Everything's blank then. And let's just say a demon kind standing over me very menacingly, and I don't remember the fuck what we were doing over there. Then Lissa used her ring to help my memories come back together. It's been a very arduous
It's been quite
process.
a lot, hasn't it?
Yes.
Well,
What do you know of me?
what do I know of you?
Yes.
Is this another means of attempting to recall some of the memories that you've lost? Some that might be scattered?
Yes, one's around you, because I don't remember you. And it's both very frustrating and very sad that you know more about me and I know nothing about you.
Indeed it is. And Lucia kind of like, while she's sitting down, she kind of looks down to her hands and seems to be looking at the bottoms of her palms, like looking at something on them before she like clenches them back into like relaxed fists. That is very unfortunate to hear, and it's especially disheartening to know that the memories already that have been scattered have been worsened somehow by this spell, but it's reassuring to know that it wasn't a targeted attack and this isn't a worsening of the previous condition. I wish I could do more for you, my dear. It's quite a lot to deal with. So you have no recollection of me? No memories regarding any of our time together?
What I remember being stressed a lot. I remember working myself to the bone. I also remember laying down on a chair or a couch. Most likely a couch.
It was likely a couch. Kind of like a brief smile. You
remember-
came to me down in Ambrosia. You were doing studies at the Sapphire. What was it called? The college in Doubt. I forget it already.
The Polymath College?
The Polymath College, yes. For some reason I was confusing that with the Sapphire Archives, and I was like, what? Yes, you were doing studies in the Polymath College, and briefly encountering contracts down in the rest of Indulgence. You came to me looking for an outfit, and you came out of the situation with a friend. I remember you being completely run down between your studies and, doing all of your bounty hunter business. You needed a place to stay and a friend to depend on. And from there, things seemed to perk up a bit for you. And I imagine with this new group, with more support around you, you've been doing a good bit better. But I imagine it hasn't led to much in the way of discovering all of you and what you're capable of.
Well, I'm finding new things out, and it's both enlightening and terrifying at the same time. But it's good to know that I met you while over in Ragnarok, so at least I know that I had some history, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I can't remember. No. As you see her thinking and talking, you see some of her magic floating around her head is like little crystal panes, but they're slowly fusing together with a line of gold. It's like a slow puzzle.
Darling, you don't have to be sorry for anything. In fact, I'm sorry that you are going through this. It seems like quite an ordeal. You already seemed a bit out of sorts with who you were and what you were doing, the things you were doing for, and, your motivations for doing all of... She kind of, just gestures to, the magic stuff. This. It's been quite a lot, and it's been one thing and the other, traveling between task and, never really having time to settle and kind of ruminate on what your purpose is in all of this.
I'm still trying to find that out. Seems like whatever I seem to attract things that really think I can pull out their potential. I have no idea why. For instance, the book that I gave to Bonzala, that whatever entity was it, thought I could use it better than its previous owner.
The book that you found in the grove after defeating, what was her name?
Nazara, I think.
Nazara. Off to the side, but would Lucia know anything about that name and what it kind of means?
I don't think she would. You could make me a history check.
Okay. First roll of the evening for me. Hope that's okay.
I'd say with a 16, nothing quite comes to mind.
But it's whatever that entity was had to deal with the nightmare and thought I could really utilize it properly.
Well, there is great purpose in you, darling. There's so much ambition, there's so much drive, but it's directionless, I feel. You're going somewhere, but where it's going to is a bit uncertain. Have you, recalled any memories of why you initially started your blood hunting?
A little. I do remember He's like really quiet for a moment. I do remember the loss of my family. I do remember that. Very recently.
I see. This was a recent recollection for you, wasn't it? And with that, Lucy takes a moment to kind of rifle through one of the satchels at her side, and she pulls out a ornate-looking brass necklace. So you don't have many memories left of your family? And she kind of shows off this pendant to her. She reaches forward and puts it nearby Dejar.
Their faces, no. Their voices, yes. Just remember a mother who would bake bread and who would make me laugh at stories. And she's... And that night I can't... I remember screaming and rage and death. I just go silent for a minute.
Lucia just gives her space to think, to have a moment to recollect her thoughts. She's kind of nodding and listening, but not interjecting with thoughts.
You see her eyes twitching to and fro, like he's trying to read a book that only he can read. Remember, figure like a cleric, but he was wrong. Twisted eyes of hate. And sorrow. I was just left picking up pieces. The names I can't remember, but I do remember that.
Often when dealing with these kinds of memories, intricate details don't seem to fall specifically into place. Often it's just sounds, smells, impressions of memories rather than full-blown intricate details. But I am glad that you seem to remember part of that. I can tell that family is very important to you. It informs a lot of what you do. And you might not remember me as part of your family, and I'm not sure if you will recover whatever memories you have of me, but if you're interested, I would like to forge new memories with you, if that is something that you would want. She kind of she seems mildly upset, just by her face, but she marks it back up again with a brief smile. And I love retelling stories. I'm sure you've forgotten most that I've told you. I would love to tell them again.
If you know me, that I know myself, I do love stories. Wait a minute. Stories. She's thinking for a long moment, and then she looks down at the pendant. That's right. It happened on my on my seeker's pilgrimage. I remember now. Stories. There's a light above her face, though it still has a tinge of sadness. Tapestry. You know how to make tapestry, right?
I do, but my assistant, Sitalali, is much better doing them than I am.
Did someone mention tapestries? You see Sidlali kind of poke her head from behind a stall wall.
Sitalali, have you been listening in on us this entire time?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, darling.
Can you teach me? Can you teach me to make a tapestry?
What kind of tapestry are we talking here? She said,
A
yes?
living tapestry of stories that maybe I have lived or my friends have went through. If I can't remember, at least someone can have it or can read it.
Is this a cultural tapestry?
Yes, in where I'm from, each clan has a living tapestry. Each member woves a story they bring back to the clan. Though I cannot remember, mostly, and she just goes into a bag of holding and gets out journals that she's written down, at least 3 of them. Past me has written some things, though I cannot remember. So I can use her words, my past words, to make a tapestry. And that at least if it happens again, the memory still lives on, though I cannot remember.
Well, I should be overjoyed to help a member of the Hammer Strike, but I do not know how well I could do justice to such a, from what it seems like, a something very personal to you. This seems very, very, very dear to you, Dajar, and something like a cultural touchstone of your people, if I am not mistaken. I do not know how well I can.
Can you teach me then?
I could certainly teach you. It might take away from some of my work hours, though, Miss Lucia.
I don't care if you want to be paid for it. I don't care. Just money is no object to me. I want to do this.
If you are interested in doing a project like this, Sitalali, I imagine more opportunities to do your tapestry work would be quite nice, and teaching is always quite a fulfilling thing to do. Perhaps it could be something done in the evenings after hours, if that is something that would suit you. Though, of course, I don't want you overextending yourself. You seem to be getting into a bad habit of doing that these days.
No, I just like my work, okay?
I know you do, that's why I hired you.
Well, I suppose during the evenings, if you were to come by the shop, we could, I could teach you a few things or two about, weaving. If you are up for that, and have the time.
I will make the time. Very, very much so. I don't particularly have coin on me, but, and she goes into one of her other bags, one of her jeweler's bags, and pulls out a small diamond. I don't have coin, but I do this.
Well, Miss Lucia handles the finances of the business. What do you think?
I think it could be a worthwhile endeavor. Perhaps it could be done every hour or so, whenever you two are free in the evenings. Something as a part-time activity, just so it doesn't take away too much of your time in the evenings. Again, I don't want you overextending yourself.
Oh, of course, but
this does seem...
what about the finances? She's offering to pay.
The financial aspect of this? Oh. I'd be more than happy to reimburse you for the extra work taken, since this will be additional work on top of what you already do on a daily basis. But, indeed. As for whatever you owe me, Deja, perhaps only a reimbursement of materials, that is really all I feel comfortable asking of you.
Okay.
So, just above table here, am I correct in surmise that Deja wants to learn Weaver's tools?
Yes.
Alright, we're on the same page. That can be done. So you'll be getting Weaver's tool lessons from Sitlali, and Lucia, if she's available at some point. This will be during the evenings. You need to visit the boutique for that to count towards your tool proficiency.
You just got done with jeweler's tools and you're already looking at different.
She's an ambitious gal. She wants to be a jack of all trades.
Yet. You're already looking for new proficiencies.
You can't keep her down. She's gonna stay busy.
All right. So, you can feel free to continue the scene.
After you, Deja.
I said, feel free to continue the scene. The spotlight's back on you.
No, just the scene might be over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the one. I just want to end on this note.
Alright.
Alright then.
Is there anything else you'd like to speak with Lucia?
That may be happening on another day, because
Alright.
I still need to think a little bit more what she's going to be asking. Can't think of something off the right bat.
So, I suppose if no one else has anything they want to do here for the meantime, oh, I heard a ping.
No, that was me unmuting.
Okay. As you,
I assume. Yeah. I assume for the rest of this, they'll probably be discussing like what the arrangements would be, what times Dejaro would be available at, all the intricate nonsense. We could continue with this, or if someone else would like to do another scene at the end of like the session, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I was gonna finish off with everyone sort of gathering at Varesh's estate.
Yeah.
If that's cool with everyone.
Yeah, I'm cool with putting it here. Dejar, you're completely you're fine with all the other bits. You don't need to ask Luce more questions.
Oh no, that's gonna be again for another day. I've ran out of my questions, to be honest.
All right.
Now we can finally get to where we're sleeping and not be locked down to our traveling cavalcade of fuckos.
As I imagine the picnic also finishes up with Ida, Uli, and Liska. No stranger to be found as of yet. But a wonderful evening is had. Where's my music? There it is. So, as evening comes, as sunset arrives, we transition to the night map.
Oh, fancy.
Ooh.
I can
That
actually
is
see the
fucking
light.
nice. Quite the nightlife.
Yes, I can see the shops more clearly.
These
Would
druid grows are lit up the fuck.
well, the outskirts are. Angus and Raoul, would you like to finish up anything you're doing here?
I think that guy's driving the car right now. He's got a plan.
I'm driving the car. I'm getting to where boss lady says to go.
Okay.
We've just kind of been chatting.
Yeah.
Was this a bad time to mention he drinks while he drives?
Of course he does.
Oh no.
I would say, if anything, dwarves get tickets for not drunk driving.
Better drivers drunk. Actually, for real.
It calms down my hand tremors that I got in the mines.
It's like, I give,
The only
give
way
me,
I can
give
drive
me my
straight.
keys, lad. No, I'm not letting you drive home sober. Friends don't let friends drive home
Oh, my
sober.
driving juice. He just got a glove compartment version of This World's a fucking Jim Beam.
So,
Yeah, instead of a breathalyzer, an alkalizer.
alright,
If it's
so
not high enough,
as
the car won't start.
Let me just clear the clouds real quick. There we go. So eventually making our way to the district of Atl, Varesh's home district. The sun has begun its descent beyond the jungle horizon, casting this molten glow across the terraces of Atl Maheta's third tier. The city hums with distant drums and the scent of marigold smoke. But here, tucked into a quiet hollow, between temple walls and carved aqueducts, is stillness. The estate isn't immediately ostentatious, at least by Atl standards. Its facade is marked by symmetrical ziggurat ridges woven with ivy, gold filigree, and the carved sigil of Varesh's house, a stylized flame cupped in obsidian palms. A fountain burbles beside the wide stone path, and the two broad gates open inwards. Varesh pushes them open herself. No fanfare, though her tone is light. Maybe too light. Here we go. Don't let the tranquility fool you. This place has seen more chaos in silk slippers than most arenas see in a decade. See, inside the estate reveals itself in quiet layers. Tiered hallways, shaded porticos, patterned tiles in ochre and turquoise. The guest wing itself isn't this detached building, but a carefully designed extension, fully integrated into the estate's architecture. Stone colonnade flanked with potted plants leads the way. Now, this is the guest house. It has its own entrance, but you'll find it's fully connected, discreetly of course. The bathhouse, the garden corridor, the library vestibule, all shared. No shouting across the courtyards, please. No hopping fences. As you kind of park your cavalcade of vehicles and bastion inside of the front plaza here, which takes you inside. She leads you into the central hall of this guest house. It's an open plan room, high ceiling, warm lantern glow, broad terrace overlook of the district. Soft rugs line the stone floor. There's alcoves with low tables, bowls of incense, wide steps leading to the estate's shrine niche. Think of this as neutral ground. You'll each have your own private bedroom, doors off this main hall. A common room, if you will like. They're stocked with clean linens, enchanted ventilation, enough candles to make a cleric nervous. Have a smirk, see you, Angus.
Judges with an intense stare.
Judgy. Which of these rooms looks the most secure?
As you look around, all the rooms themselves, each of the bed chambers, they all seem fairly secure in their own right.
May end up using the tower at this rate, but continue. We'll see.
Through here is the kitchenette, fully stocked. I had it enchanted to keep things warm or cold, depending on your temperament. Help yourselves. Just don't drink the red elixir in the green bottle. It's not poison, but it's not poison either. From another arch opposite, the sound of water trickling. And yes, this way leads to the bathhouse. Shared with my side of the estate, I expect no disturbances, though you are welcome to enjoy it. There's hot and cold pools, a massage stone, and a sunken steam chamber. You're adults. Oh, close enough.
That was good.
I wanted you somewhere quiet, safe, somewhere with a view of the city and a clear path to the arena. You'll have privacy, you'll have proximity to me, to the baths, to trouble should it come knocking. And if any of you get bored, there's a wine cask in the reading room, a sky balm foot basin in the northern window, and a lovely sparring ring near the herb garden. She takes you outside towards the gardens themselves. Just try not to set anything on fire. That includes each other.
It slowly looks at the jar.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
What? There's only one time. Though I hope no promises.
Was it only one time? I feel like the show's been on fire a few times.
Yeah.
5 or 6,
right.
but who's counting?
Is there a so that's essentially the bedrooms, like swimming pool, herb garden, and then some fancy sparring ring nearby.
The herb garden.
Yeah, the herb garden.
She says, now you are welcome to have visitors, friends, lovers, irritating cousins, that sort of thing, as long as they're trustworthy, of course.
As long as the cousins aren't the lovers.
Damn it, I wasn't. Damn it, David, every time I don't make a joke, you tag in.
All about delivery.
Lucia is welcome here, so are Ida and Tully. I would guess that some of you can't resist a good bath, a bit of wine.
We'll definitely be taking advantage of the bath.
Wine, you say?
Yes, we have quite a few selections of wine. Just don't drink it all in one go. So, save some for me and my guards. All I ask you is that you let me know ahead of time for any visitors. So, courtesy, not control. The estate has rhythm, and I'd prefer not to bump into any unexpected guests wandering your grounds. And of course, if they're joining for dinner, tell them to bring dessert or gossip. I'm equally hungry. I'm equally hungry for either.
Can do.
Please
Well,
make
then.
yourselves comfortable.
Alright, let's get settled in, everyone. It'll be nice to be off the road and we can get to whatever work we need to do for the event.
Already on it, and the Jaras is already taking a drink.
Fucking lush over here.
The jar is the wine on without the alcohol.
Yeah.
At least it's racially cool for me to be an alcoholic.
Yeah. I mean, technically for snakes as well, but it's less becoming for
you
Naga
sure?
over dwarves. For dwarves, it's a fashion statement. It's a
This
badge
is
of
fashion,
pride.
It's a social
in
construct.
culture, in everything. For her, it's crippling coping mechanisms.
I liked it better when she was addicted to coffee.
As you
I never should have introduced her to dwarven coffee.
as you go to leave, Brush kind of places a hand on your shoulder and lingers for a moment. If should you need to leave Family here at any point, I will ensure she is quite safe.
If I do head out into the town, I'll make sure she's safe as she will be while I'm gone.
My
I
two
appreciate you.
my two personal guards, Kellic and Arcus, are seasoned, both from the Dominion of Torment. They don't smile much, but they take their duty very personally.
Yeah, I remember him.
They know Vatnia's face. I've told them her condition. And if anything stirs while you're gone, I will be the first to know. She'll be in good hands. Better than most in this city, I'd wager.
Thank you. Like I said, I'll do what I can to make sure she's as safe as possible before I go anywhere, but things still need to be done.
I understand.
Any old... question, Atlas. Despite all the finery and promises of security, is Angus still popping up the old tower?
Probably would, because it has his forge and all this cool stuff.
Well, he'll go get Vadmia and then into the tower for the time being until Velen gets a lay of the land, a sense of, the entry point, the security concerns, that if there are any.
There is
Just seeing it for his own eyes over anything else.
There is quite a significant spot where you could probably set up the tower in the main front courtyard. If that's your choice.
At least it's there, access to storage, and if people want to sleep in there for the sake of, they're used to it, then they can.
Hell no, fancy bed.
Fancy bed, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I think
Dejard.
I think someone's already getting intoxicated.
Gazeboed.
Alcoholics.
At least I only drink socially and while driving.
I mean, it's
The
it's
proper
social
time
thing
to drink.
Yeah.
Again, dwarven culture.
It's fine. You get shit-faced if you want to, Dejard. Just, we won't judge you too harshly for it. Just a little bit. Well, I think, we're kind of coming to time, but yay, we're situated finally.
I think after, I'm guessing that Tuli, Ida, and Liska kind of separated again once it got dark and they were going to Varish's place. Liska will kind of seeing how everything is, she's gonna drop her drop her pack and like all her gear and stuff in the room. She's still gonna have her like armor, shield, weapon, but like all the stuff she's carrying, she's gonna drop it in the room. And then she's going to take her like sleeping bag. That is a nice view. Like her sleeping pack, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And she's going to go back out to that druid clearing where the bear totem is. And she's going to spend the night there and sleep at the base of it.
Okay.
So she'll be out for the evening.
Oh, Yara got shit-faced and is going straight to bed.
Okay, fair enough. Does anyone have anything they want to do before retiring for the evening?
I would like to cook a fancy little food thing.
Yeah, by all means.
What should he cook? Let's see. Well, since he talked about preparing with the hero's feast, Angus feels the need to kind of show off the chops a little bit. So to celebrate our first night here and finding someone, he's gonna cook up quite a fancy meal. What the ingredients will be. Anyone here now a vegetarian?
Well, you have this enormous sort of kitchenette area attached to the common rooms. It is fully stocked with all manner of meats. Varesh, by now, knows what you like to cook. There are animal fats, large kind of frozen steaks that have their own cold room. There are various herbs and spices just littering the area.
Then I shall do a cooking.
All right.
Anyone have a special chef's request? Got it.
I can't say anything because Zerth and Liska aren't there.
That's
But
right.
with the 25,
Yep, 25. Let's make that a 26.
very nice. An incredible evening meal is prepared. I would imagine the details are up to your imagination, Angus.
This one's not my best. Feels a bit average.
He says with a 26.
I will say he's going to attempt a little fusion between his own cuisine and what he's picked up from the locals from the time studying in the temple. So it will be a lot of the same spices, flavors, and familiarities, but with some of the different methods done in the Silver Kingdom. So something new, but something familiar on both ends of the spectrum.
Glorious. A fusion of mainland, of Dwarven and Tahosian cuisine.
I have a whole bunch of hot chocolate. Drink.
Oh yeah, there's ground up cocoa beans, in a large covered pot.
Oh yeah.
Practically anything that you can find here that's not like entirely exotic materials like fucking, I don't know, like monster tentacles, like fucking monster meat or anything like Remoraz meat. That you're probably not going to find that here, but most mundane ingredients you can find here.
Perfecto. Then he will make a series of flavored and spiced dishes. Such a way with whatever is the local ingredients.
Beautiful. As the scent of Angus's meals waft through the common room,
You're all treated to a delightful Dwarven and Persian fusion dinner to round off the evening. And unless there's anything anyone else wants to do,
Anyone have any closing RP? Anything they want to do? Did Rao bring his pot to sleep in?
I believe he's staying in his own grove. It would be against his ideals to stay in a manor.
yeah, fair enough.
That's fair. And no, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Good
No,
place
I'm
to
good.
wrap it up.
So, Liska. As you spend the night here in the empty winged garden, I'm going to get the nighttime version of the image here. There we go.
All right.
There's you kind of look up towards the canopy of the jungle here, and through the drifting canopies you can see the blinking starlight between it. You see the large orb of the matron moon lingering in the night sky. You see in its waning crescent phase, the smaller, redder moon, the matron, in its waxing gibbous phase. What passes through Liska's mind right now?
I think right now she's pretty much just like setting up her bedroll and just kind of getting ready to chill down. I think she's probably just thinking about her day with Tuli and Ida. It's probably about just kind of like recapping her day, thinking about the highlights, meeting Pot Man.
Yep.
Fucking around with the
It's just-
T-Rex.
It's just his nickname now.
Yeah.
Potman. I love it.
Fucking around with the T-Rex, and then yeah, just probably lingering more on just the cute little picnic she had with Ida and Tuli on this very spot.
As your thoughts wander, looking up at the night sky, the heat's always been very sort of uncomfortable here in Tanzia. It's a bit less so thanks to Tektahos' location next to the open ocean, but it's always been very uncomfortable. You start noticing chill in the air. In fact, it's getting very cold.
Liska's gonna sit up, kind of look around.
You look around, you can see at the totem small bits of frost are gathering around the edges, particularly the sort of in-carved grooves with kind of go along with the wood grain. A faint, cold mist drifting off of it.
Yeah, she's gonna watch and wait.
Still, dense, expectant. The air grows colder and more frigid as the moments pass. And from the far side of the grove, a shape moves. steps between two gnarled trees as if parting from them. Tall, cloaked, broad as a gatehouse door. You recognize the figure instantly, though no name has been spoken. This Dreamwalker, the figure, wrapped in dark pelts and carved bone, his face hooded. He stands 10 feet tall, as you do, but you gather does not quite look at you as an equal, at least not yet. And there's a curiosity in his body language.
Lissa's gonna stand up. She's not gonna have weapons drawn or anything like that, but it's like, we're to be at Shia earlier, huh? Hello, friend. My name is Liska. May I have your name?
He says nothing for a time. The silence stretches, and then his voice comes like a... His voice is low, like snow breaking from high cliffs. You came.
Of course. I was called.
He studies your presence, and you feel it. Your doubts, your scars, your rage, all held up to the unseen light between his gaze and the moon's. And then, at last, he moves, a single, heavy step to the side. He approaches and gestures towards the totem. Sit.
When you say he gestures to the totem, like as in sit on the totem or just sit by the totem?
Sit by the totem.
Okay. Liska will return to sitting.
The totem looms beside you. Up close you can see the carvings are deeper than they first appear. Old scars in the grain, worn by weather, smoke, and the touch of many hands. You can see charms that sway in the breeze, but you hear no birds, no rustling trees. Only your breath and his. The figure lowers himself across from you with a slow, deliberate motion. And despite his immense size, he moves like an old glacier. Slow, silent, inevitable. His knees sort of crack softly as he settles. Like you. You're going?
Sorry, can Liska get a sense for like what type of creature he is? Like, is he a mountain folk? Like, does she see hooves, a tail, horns underneath the hood, or is he just some other huge individual?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I don't know why Liska's sheet has been closed. Give me a second. Perception.
23. As he sits, you swear you see for a moment snow-dappled fur, white, stark white, just beneath the hidden folds of the robe. And like you, he carries no weapon, but he almost wears the presence of one. He watches you without blinking, or at least from what you can sense beneath the hood. With the 23, you swear you also see small, beady eyes that glint in the moonlight before they're lost in shadow again. Two pale embers. And finally he speaks. You dream of bear, yet you walk alone.
I walk with my friends, my comrades.
Indeed, you carry strength, but not knowing where to place it, You guard your tribe, your friends. But you do not call it your tribe. I sense you fear that what strength has done and what it might do again. You see for a moment the head sort of shifts. You sense he's witnessing your brow.
It's kind of unconsciously touches the new orange she sports. It is a momentary lapse of weakness.
Quiet judgment falls over the figure. Why do you come?
I wish to be stronger. I wish to have more power to protect those I hold dear.
You want the purpose.
We all want purpose.
Strength and purpose is not meat. I cannot place it in the hand and say, here, chew. You must speak it, say it, or there is no path. You asked me to come. I asked you to come. But answer this. If you are not hungry, why do you follow the scent of fire and meat? If you are not seeking, why step into dream?
This is going a little bit above, like, this is starting to go a little bit above Liska's head. She's just kind of like a whole bunch of metaphors are being thrown at her. A path was laid out before me. I wish to follow it. My purpose is to protect others. I wish the power to do so. Already, those that are under my protection have fallen, even if momentarily. I do not wish for it to happen again. I want the power to prevent that, to stop it from ever befalling those I care about.
Then you want closeness with Bear.
Da.
Closeness is not warmth by campfire, is not prayer by stone. To know Bear is to know wild. 7 great spirits, yes. Bear, raven, wolf, eagle, owl, snowcat, and ox. Not gods, not kings, not queens. They are eldest, like old trees still growing, still teaching. But even old trees are part of forest. You want to know Bear? Yes.
Yes.
Then you must know who Bear shares ground with. The wild is not one voice, it is chorus. You must listen and learn. Listen to the small ones as well as the loud. Great spirits stand above. They cast long shadow, but beneath them, many others. And I shall teach you. Listen and learn well. And with that, we're going to end the session.
All right.
Fucking cliffhanger.
Nice.
Liska, when confronted with a high wisdom NPC. Yeah, totally. What you're saying, vibing.
She's trying. She's trying her best.
Just
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Exactly.
I like your funny words, pot man.
All right, I'm going to stop recording in 3,